Attention, true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
Is compromised.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
True crime community has been infiltrated.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Yes.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You're working a fucking gap, and you're 45!
I do not want any spies or snitches stuck to my chest.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So that's the rules, and you can't stick with us. Whatever. Those rules aren't real. You can't stick with us!
Do it my way.
Get ready for the shit show. Smoke them if you got them. Make sure you have your cigarettes. Make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have all your stuff ready because it's going to be a hell of a day today. Understand me when I say people are fucking sick of this.
I need you again. So stick around. So stick around.
She told her subs and everybody to get ready for the shit show that was going to be put on today. She was well aware of it before it happened. She told you to get your cigarettes, your snacks, and your drinks.
So stick around.
Say that I wasn't including Queen B, okay? I've said that on every single live. I'm not talking about Queen B. I'm not talking about Queen B. Guess what? I was fucking talking about Queen B.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I go. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B, bring the information on Queen B. We're done with Queen B. Queen B's in my crosshairs. There's Queen B's channel. Queen B thinks she can. But Queen B is reformed. I bet you Queen B gets tricked. Queen B.
Fake PI trash bag bitch is so obsessed with me.
You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I go. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen B would think she could.
Anybody at Queen B show earlier.
We talked about Queen B and stuff. I didn't listen to Queen B's.
I heard Queen B. We got bailing on Salty for Queen B, and some people on the Queen B. I don't understand why anybody's afraid of her.
About Queen B over here on Queen B.
Queen B, show her face, show her face, show her face.
That's real rich coming from somebody who wears pantyhose on his face every live.
Don't let go. I know you feel the same. You'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? I was going to come on here earlier, but I wanted to wait for Burnt Toast to get finished with the Lana stuff. Even though I've already went over it, I wanted to watch it. Show some love and show some support. You know what I mean? Patricia gifted a membership. If you guys got it, please, whoever got it, please tell her thank you. That was really sweet of you, Patricia Sell. Let's see here. Did I get the link pinned? I think I did. So yeah, we got to go over this Stacy Wondra. He's been doing a YouTube shit show tour, and he's been on several channels. He was on Justin's. He was on Crime Lines and Lies with Brooks. He was on Dolly's. He was on several different channels here. If you guys don't recall who Stacy Wondra is, we'll do a little recap. So Michael Vaughan is a little boy that went missing. His mom is Brandy and his dad is Tyler. and he goes by Monkey. Let's see. Let me pull up let's see here. What up, Boston?
Yo.
What's happening, man?
Hooking and jabbing, sticking and moving.
I know that's right. All right, so here's a little recap. This is 2 years after Michael Vaughan's disappearance in Fruitland, Idaho. So here's a recap of who Michael Vaughan is and how Stacy Wondra is a part of his case.
It's 2 years since 5-year-old Michael Monkey Vaughan went missing from his home in Fruitland. Fruitland Police Department said today on Facebook they have submitted a case to the Payette County prosecutor. In this case, a prosecutor would review a probable cause affidavit and decide whether or not to take the case before a judge. If there's enough evidence, a judge can issue an arrest warrant. We don't know what's in that affidavit, though. On July 27th of 2021, Michael Vaughan was reported missing from his front yard. He hasn't been seen since. Police later announced 4 suspects they believe know something about his disappearance. The Fruitland Police Department has also searched the home and excavated the backyard of a neighbor after a specialty trained dog hinted at human remains. However, none were found. Michael's mom issued a statement today. Brandy Neal said, "It has been very hard for us this past month. Everything feels like the day Monkey went missing all over again. It's so hard every day, but for days like these, birthdays, Halloween, Christmas, everything without Michael here is heartache. We stand strong with law enforcement, the community, and family." If you have any information about Michael's whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Fruitland Police Department.
So that kind of gives you a little history. Skeptical Believer gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you supporting the Hive. If you guys got one, please tell her thank you.
Oh, nice.
Purple, I see you in the chat. Is it okay if I use your live stream? I would like to go over some stuff in it, but I wanted to check with you first to make sure it was okay, and I will drop your link as well in the chat. But I think it's important to play some of the phone calls and some of the interviews that he's done. So let's see here. He was on, let's see.
CC, play whatever you need. Row just gifted 20 memberships.
Oh my God, Row. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting the Hive, love. If you guys got one, please make sure you tell her thank you. That's really sweet of you. Thank you, Row.
Very nice.
So I know Dolly did an interview with Stacy Wondra, and I know Justice for All did one. And I know that
We broke up. Were you going to say Cher?
Yeah, I don't think Cher did one, no. But I know that there was quite a few of them done. So here, let's see. We'll pull Justin's right here because it's the first one I found. He's actually really pissed off at Justin right now. According to the phone calls last night, there was something that was supposed to have been kept in the inner circle with them, and it wasn't. So not too sure what that means, but this is Justice for All, and this is his channel. This is his interview with Stacy, so I will link that in the chat. Let's see here. Let me go pull this music on so it's yep, I got to keep it playing because it's copyright keeps them from being able to copyright strike me.
Yeah.
So if I have it playing, I'm talking to my little one. She's sitting here with me watching.
Yeah, little one.
Clear your name, and that's.
So, of course, most of the creators who got him on there, went under the guise of, I want to clear your name. I want to help you clear your name, because Stacy and his girlfriend, Sarah Wondra, are suspects in this. They were suspects in the disappearance of Michael Vaughan. And actually, the backyard of their house was dug up for his remains, which is...
Didn't they excavate it, right?
Yeah. And so I'm not really sure He claims that he only did that to get them off of his back, but I'm just not believing that.
Yeah.
That's great. I appreciate your time. What? Tell me a little bit about who Stacy is. Where did you grow up? How did you grow up? Where did all the above? Tell me a little bit first about that.
Briefly, I was born in Merced, California.
Okay.
My biological parents are deceased. My mom died in May 2003. My dad died before I was born of drug overdose. Same with my mom. I grew up. I was adopted. Or my mom got guardianship of me. I guess adoption and guardianship are two different things. Can't really explain the two. I'm not sure how to, but I know that I was adopted. Had guardianship. My mom got guardianship of me.
So that kind of gives you a little bit of Stacy. One more thing real fast though. This was from a year ago and it says Fruitland PD give an update on the investigation.
Thanks.
This is, let me see here. Let's get closer to, this is the girlfriend, the house, and the excavation.
Mm-hmm.
So
in just minutes from now. Karen?
Yeah, we expect them to file in here any minute now, Don. It's been a very busy month for the Fruitland Police Department after really not a whole lot of information, at least shared publicly, since Michael Vaughan went missing July 27th of last year. So it's been almost a year and a half, but this month they made an arrest and they completely excavated the backyard of a home. Beginning earlier this month, that arrest was made on the 11th. Those digging efforts began on the 12th, and we know they were on.
So from my understanding, Stacy was already in jail and Sarah went to jail. She was arrested the next day. It's his wife, not his girlfriend. Okay, so his wife. So his wife was already, was arrested, and the backyard was excavated afterwards. This is Stacy's house that he and his wife lived in, that the police excavated the backyard. So normally the police department doesn't just go to somebody's yard or someone's house without information and dig up the backyard.
Exactly.
So I'm
on scene there for more than a week. We did drive by that area on our way here to Fruitland City Hall today, and it is completely back to normal there. No more police tape, no more crews on scene. The fence is back in place, and it really looks like their efforts there so far, Don, are done.
Karen, is there any connection between the Vaughan family and the home where police had been searching?
No, we've heard this more than once from the family representatives and from the police department that there is no connection between the Vaughan family and the home where this search took place. We know the woman who lives in that home, Stacy Wondra, was taken into custody that Friday night and charged with failing to report a death, specifically naming Michael Vaughan in those reports. Now, there is no connection that we've been told of. Police say there's no connection. They don't know each other, but it is extremely close to the family's home, walking distance in a residential area, only a half a mile.
Only a half a mile away. And they're, excavating the backyard. Actually, when they, one thing that I did find a little disturbing was when they went in there, they actually had a flyer of Michael up on their refrigerator. I believe.
Yep. The refrigerator. Yep.
And there's pictures of her with that flyer behind her. Just kind of like it reminded me of the, Delphi case where they have the picture of what's his name with the girls behind him.
Yes.
Or with the thing behind, the picture behind him of himself, I believe it is.
The widow with the hoodie that came down the tracks.
Yeah.
Was she deemed not, if I remember correctly, did she try to deem not mentally stable for this or something like that? If I remember correctly. What's up, Nenny? And he says, I read someone bought him lunch a couple times. Justin says, law enforcement.
From where Michael Vaughan was last seen at his home that evening of July 27th. Don?
Karen, when they announced this press conference that hopefully will happen here momentarily, we were talking about the family. Do we know if Michael's family is there today or if they've been informed about what police will share?
They will not be here today, but I'm going to step out of the way as they start filing in and we'll listen in live.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to start out by saying thank you to our media partners. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the continued coverage of the Michael Vaughan case. I also wanted to begin by just giving my sincere thanks to all the law enforcement agencies, local businesses, and members of the public who helped us over the course of the last year and a half of this intense investigation. More recently, during the last 3 weeks, we could not have completed the work necessary without the selfless help of others. The community support has been absolutely incredible. As you know, from the time Michael went missing, this has been an all hands on deck investigation, and it remains very active and an ongoing investigation. You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop. During the course of this investigation to date, we received credible information that the remains of Michael Vaughan could be found in the backyard at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland. As a result, the Fruitland Police Department obtained a search warrant for the residence along with the front and backyards. That search warrant was served on November 11th. It was a Friday. We served that late in the evening. Upon entry, officers encountered Stacy Wondra, one of the known occupants of the home, and Sarah was subsequently arrested based on probable cause that she had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report that death to law enforcement. The following day, the Fruitland Police Department, joined by the Idaho State Police, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the Fruitland Public Works Department, began a very methodical excavation of the backyard of the Wondras' home. During that excavation process, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, Mountain States detection dogs deployed multiple certified human remains detection dogs on the property, all of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Ground penetrating radar was also used and deployed, detecting anomalies in the backyard. We completed the excavation of the entire backyard and removed over 250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown.
So you can't tell me, with them saying they already have evidence that he's been buried in that backyard, that he's deceased, and that he's been moved, and all of a sudden Stacy Wondra comes on here wanting to be buddy with all these YouTubers and say, oh, well, I just told him not to get him off my back. No, the police are not going to come out and say they have evidence of a body of a little boy being back there, that he's deceased. They're not going to do that to the parents. They're not going to do that to the public. They're not going to come out and release that kind of information if they don't have that kind of information.
And then also what Sarah said, right?
Well, this is what Stacey claimed, that he's the one that told him it was Michael was back there. And also they stopped a block over. From where he was abducted and supposedly put oil in their vehicle or whatever, some kind of fluid in the vehicle. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm not believing it. And I think it's bullshit. And I think if he's not involved in it, he knows a hell of a lot more than what he's saying. And I stand on that.
I mean, they're saying they excavated and they saw, real quick, didn't they say they excavated and they saw, several disturbances in, you know what I mean?
No, they didn't say they seen anything. They just said that they believe that the body has been moved.
Yeah, because of what when they were digging up, they kind of saw basically the ground was, if you go back right there, he said like the ground.
I didn't say anything about the ground or anything like that.
Here, I'll go back.
All right, hold on. How far? A minute or two? How far? Okay, never mind.
I would say like a minute.
250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains.
So it was sifted. They did not find his remains.
Yep.
Right.
Much.
Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. However, the investigation is active, fluid, and ongoing. Once the excavation was complete, We conducted a thorough search of the Wondra's residence. The search was productive, and additional investigative evidence was recovered and is currently being processed. Evidence suggests that there are the following individuals who are currently in custody are involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. This is Sarah Wondra, 35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction.
So she's married to Stacy. Stacy and Sarah are married. They live in that house together.
Mm-hmm.
Alistar, why is he free? Because it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove.
That's facts.
Sarah Wondra is currently being held at the Payette County Jail for failing to report a death to law enforcement. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wondra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. Stacy's currently
right there. They believe he has firsthand knowledge. So if he didn't do it, he knows what the fuck, he knows who did, and he knows he knows who it was.
Being held in the Washington County Jail on unrelated charges. Now, the next individuals I'm going to introduce you to, let's go at the bottom there. This is Brandon Shirtliff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wondra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance. And we believe
he did an interview with JLR in a hot tub.
And let me just recorrect myself a little bit. They've penetrating radar found various anomalies underground, so that's why I believe they think he was there.
I was reading Purple's comment, but yeah, they sifted through it. But yeah, I was gonna put her. That's what I say. I seen her comment. I seen you, or as soon as you started talking, I knew you was reading it off.
No, yeah, I heard it before.
Right here,
yeah.
they said there were anomalies in the soil. Yeah, but like I said, there was nothing there. So either way, there was nothing there. However, but they said that there was stuff in the house when they did the search warrant that they were processing. So I don't know. You can't tell me. Like I said, you can't tell me they don't know what happened and they don't know what's going on. Like I said, they broke down a block over from where this baby boy went missing. I said the little baby boy. I mean little boy. You know
exactly. Yeah.
Believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota. Adrian Lucian, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wondra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian's currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California. I strongly encourage Shirtliff and Lucian to contact the Fruitland Police Department detectives, as the window of time for talking and cooperation is coming to a close. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, with conversations taking place with the Payette County Prosecutor's Office about Michael's case and those individuals involved. We also believe that there are others associated with the Wondras, Shirtliff, and Lucian, who may have knowledge of Michael's abduction, and I would strongly encourage them to come forward and speak with my detectives. When we finally reach the conclusion of this investigation, and I can assure you that we will, all of those who have knowledge of Michael's disappearance and have failed to report or hindered our investigation will be pursued. There's a moment in time to do the right thing and bring your information forward and cooperate. And that moment.
Yeah. So anyhow, long story short, he is out and he has been doing interviews. So there is a little bit of a backstory. There's some information to you know, give you guys an idea of where we're at with this. So back to Justice for All's interview with Stacy Wondra.
That I have now. I'm in constant communication with her every day. She supports me, the best way she can, mentally, emotionally,
And this is your bio mother?
No, biological mom died. This is my adopted mom.
Okay. And when did she adopt you? Like what age?
I was 13 months old, I believe.
Oh, okay. So she's your mother.
Correct. She's
Right.
she's all I've known my whole life. Yes.
Right. Okay. And you was adopted. Okay.
Mhm.
Was your mom and were they related of any sort, or was this just a different adoption? Okay. Do you know anything about like your real mom or anything?
I know.
Honestly, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to go ahead and skip on through this because I don't really care about his childhood. I
Yeah.
really just care about what he has to say about what happened with Michael.
Oh, got a little disconnection there.
We in the morning, and
Well, first of all, he needs to get some fucking medicine because he sounds fucking terrible. Can't even fucking breathe. He's coughing all over, snotting all over. God, gross.
Got up, had breakfast, had coffee. Just we're talking, socializing. And then Adrian had wanted to go see his kid. That was in Nampa, Boise. I'm not exactly sure.
When did Adrian come in the picture? How long was he at your place?
A couple months.
A couple months? Okay.
Okay, so we have Stacy and Sarah that are married, right? They live together in this house. Then they have Brandon, the other kid, staying with them, and the other kid staying with them, or the other guy. So they have 2 roommates staying with them. If you didn't catch that before.
4 people total.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon, he said that he thought Adrian was there like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
No.
Okay, so there's a discrepancy there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And he flew in from California?
I don't know where he was picked up. My wife picked him up in Caldwell. So he said that, my wife said that he told her that, or ex-wife, he should say, soon to be, told her that he was living behind a dumpster in Caldwell.
Caldwell?
So you're picking up what?
So yeah, I'm guessing this is why I felt okay. So this is what tells me that Stacy. Okay, so Stacy said Sarah was sleeping around, and I feel like she was. And like I said, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like she was having these random men come in her house, you know what I'm saying, and live up in there and lying to him because, telling him that they were homeless or whatever.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, someone said that he couldn't have children and she wanted children. And that supposedly that, Brandon was supposed to be helping them have a child together. But what I think is very odd is Brandon got out and was walking down the road when they supposedly broke down and were trying to put fluid in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, we'll play a little bit more of this and then we'll move on because he did an interview with Justice for All, Crime Lines and Lies, Dolly, True Crime with Eve.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's been on a straight YouTube fucking tour, straight up.
Lord.
Idaho, yes.
Okay, behind a dumpster. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so go ahead. Continue with the story, sir.
So good. That morning we got up, did our routine normally. Breakfast, coffee, shit shower, whatever, you know what I mean. Then Adrian had asked Sarah to take him to Nampa or Boise, wherever it was, to go see his kid. And that was about 11 o'clock. They left. I got a phone call from Sarah. No, that was probably 10 o'clock, 10:30. They left. I got a phone call from Sarah.
Sorry. So Adrian has a kid in Idaho.
I think he has a couple, but
a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to turn this damn phone down. Go ahead.
It's okay. Sounds like you're on scout or meet.
No, I'm not. I promise. Okay.
I'm laughing. This ain't funny, homie.
And then they, from my understanding, he did get paid. Yes, he did get paid.
Sorry. It's just loud as hell.
All right. So Sarah took Brandon and Adrian. They all went together. I stayed home. Wasn't too fond of Adrian, just for the record. Like, I wasn't keen on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Sarah that when she approached me and asked if we could help him out with a place to live. And I'll go into that in a little bit. But so they went and she took him to go see his kid. I got a phone call about 11:30 from Sarah because she was the dispatcher for our company and said that there was a taxi ride that needed to go from Ontario to Boise. I was like, okay, that's a $150 run. I'm not going to pass it up,
And what time was this?
I left. That was 11 o'clock.
What the fuck? Hold on. True Crime with Eve paid him $300 for a goddamn interview.
Yeah, that's what someone said earlier.
Are you fucking kidding me? I really hope that's not true. And look, I know that so there's a creator that a lot of the people do not get along with because she is against, I wouldn't say against. She's not, I wouldn't say that. And maybe she'll come up and explain herself or whatever. You know what I mean? The link's open. So if you're listening, Eve, you're welcome to come up. I don't know you very well. I just know what I've heard and what I've seen myself a little bit here and there. But I did watch you a little bit on Purples last night. So from what I gathered, you don't trust or believe Brandy or Tyler. So with that being said, everyone's allowed to have their opinions, and I understand you are, very leery of Brandy and Tyler both, from my understanding. But you did, you did want to give him an opportunity, and I'm kind of confused on that. So
She called me roughly. And then I left the house about 1 in the afternoon.
Do you have any receipts or anything of the call logs or anything?
Oh, no, those phone numbers are long gone.
Okay.
Bullshit.
I'm sure we did, but yeah. Okay. There's no way I can pull that.
Right, I'm sure.
I'd love to.
it is ridiculous, and I would never pay for a fucking interview. Nope, no way. Nope. But I do know some journalists do pay. And sweet misery, true. Yes. He's done like 5 or 6. We'll play them all.
Yeah. Adrian is not the one who went on JLRs. That was Brandon who went on JLRs. Now, Adrian is currently living in DC area.
According to Brooks, yeah, I don't know. I don't talk to Adrian. I don't want nothing to do with him, nor do I Brandon.
I've been emailing with him, so yeah. So we got him now.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Did you hear Justin? I've been emailing with him now, so we got him now. But you can tell Stacy said Brooks did. Brooks is Crime Lines and Lies. Brooks has been smack dab right in the middle of this shit. I don't know why she put herself in the fucking middle of this shit like she has, but whatever. More power to you, baby. If this is what you want to, get down with, get down. Do your thing. So, anyways, she was actually on the phone last night with him. There was several calls that were played last night that we're going to listen to on Purple's channel.
Okay.
Anyhow, long story short, you hear Justin say, we got him too. So he's been communicating and emailing with Adrian, which is the other suspect. There's 4. Stacy and Sarah are married, and then you have Brandon and Adrian.
Sorry.
Pretty good. So that's literally how the day started. Sarah took Brandon and Adrian. They all went together to Nampa, Boise to go see his kid. And I stayed home, got the taxi phone call. I left about 1 o'clock. I stopped at the splash pad about 1:15, 1:30-ish.
Okay.
I don't know. It was in between 1:10, 1:15, 1:30-ish. I don't know exactly. It's so long ago, but.
Now, why did you stop at the splash pad?
So I'm a Big Dipper.
Can I say something real quick?
Right.
What up?
Who lets their wife go with 2 guys, right? And basically strangers, right? I don't know. That's just weird to me as it is.
Pecan Pie said it's called checkbook journalism, and it is considered unethical and forbidden by actual news organizations to pay for interviews.
Huh.
Hold on, that she felt bad for him because everywhere he went, he would get kicked out because YouTubers got him kicked out of every place he found. Yeah, fucking right.
So I went to pull out my can of chew from my pocket. It had fallen. I didn't apparently have a grip on it enough, and it fell on the passenger side, like up against the floorboard on the far side, and I couldn't reach it. And I was really big at the time, like a lot bigger than what I was, not what I am now. So I couldn't just reach over the console to grab it. So I literally had to get out of the car to get it. So I did that, walked around the vehicle, opened the door, grabbed my chew, walked back around, got in the car and left.
Okay. And that was at what time?
Give or take 1:30-ish when I left.
Okay. And that was on your way to Boise?
On my way to Ontario to go to Boise.
Ontario to Boise. Okay. How far?
Yeah. I understand that you think maybe there's a method to her madness. I know Brooks on a personal level, on a very personal level, and putting yourself right smack dab into the middle of it like she did, and then him trying to think he's really gonna, be with her as in like a couple, and calling her husband and trying to get them marriage counseling, saying he's going to be their marriage counselor, is a little too fucking far to involve yourself, your real fucking life, into getting answers in a suspect in an open investigation in a missing child's case. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Not sorry.
Where's Ontario?
Like a 10-minute drive. You just go over the bridge and you're there.
Okay, and Boise's what, 30 minutes?
60 miles, about an hour.
An hour, give or take. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And who was you? Was it just? Did you just do one?
I think so. There might have been another taxi ride, but I know that it was because the timestamps that I sent you, I'm sure you'll post them up.
Yep.
There's time differences, so when I quote times on here, you guys have to forgive me because I'm not verbatim. Like I told you, there's I'm doing the best hypothetical guess of time, so please forgive me if they're not accurate.
Okay, but a general.
Good way to cover your ass, buddy.
Right. I was gonna
yes. General. There was I think there was only one taxi call that day for me.
Okay.
From when I got back, there might have been another one. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I know for sure there was one that was Ontario to Boise.
Did you keep any logs or anything for your business?
We kept cash logs or payment logs, but only when people paid with card, and that was through our payment app that we use.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you walked around, did when you dropped the chew, did you get out and walk like around the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, honey, Elder, I did.
Okay. Now, how long was you at the splash pad?
Now, see, I appreciate Justin trying to get some answers here. He's trying hard to stay on track and get him. And you know what? I respect that. I agree it can be super dangerous for Brooks. I still have much appreciation for her efforts. I respect that. I definitely respect that. Frappe says, hold on, Justin paid him $65. Brooks paid him, and I think Eve said she gave him $50. People lying up in here. I didn't think nobody paid him no $300 fucking dollars for no interview. I didn't think Eve would either, and I don't even know her. But
right.
I just have heard even they paid this dude $300 for an interview. I do think they paid him like $50-$60, maybe $100 at the most, because he is a begging ass bitch. But I will tell you, I just don't, you know what I'm saying? And you can hear it because he gets mad at Brooks on the phone call, and he's like,
keep him on panel. Let him keep going on panels. Hopefully,
he gave me 20, and then he's like, you said you were going to help me out on Monday. You said you were going to help me on Monday. And she goes, no, I told you if I had money, I would help you if I could. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was taking shit his own fucking way, putting his own spin on it.
He obviously needs cash. Keep him on panel. Let him keep talking and see if he fucks his story up. I mean, on the real.
Right. We'll hear about it on Purples because they all come up there. And you know what? I gotta say, I know me and Josh, the lab, we don't really, you know what I'm saying, see eye to eye on shit. We don't really get along on shit, but I will say he did have some good questions. He was asking him some good fucking questions, man. He was holding his feet to the fire.
Maybe like 5-minute stops.
5-minute stops. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The police actually showed me a timestamp at 1:30 of me being at the splash pad. So
okay.
That's why I'm saying 1:30.
So if the police showed you 1:30, then you know for a fucking fact you were at the splash pad at 1:30. But tell me why Purple Phoenix just said he sent Justin a fucking bill. I am done, son.
He sent him a bill waiting for this?
He sent Justin a fucking bill.
No.
I am fucking done. Yeah, for his interview, she said.
He sent him a fucking invoice. Wow.
I am fucking done. I know Justin did not pay that shit.
I bet you he did. $250, Pearl said.
What?
She put $250.
Wait, who paid wait. Purple said $250?
Well, said $250. I don't know if that's.
Oh, he billed him for $250?
That's hilarious.
Justin did not pay it. No.
Thank God.
Yada yada said, now that's some gangster shit. I want to see the invoice.
Right?
Too. I want to see the fucking invoice. The bill was $250.
Damn, invoicing for fucking $250 to be on the. Wow. Fucking.
I'm fucking cracking up. That shit is too funny.
Douchebag, this guy.
All right, here we go, yo.
Yeah, I was there for sure.
Okay, so they have you there. All right.
On video, yeah.
And they have you solely going around.
All right, so yeah, wow, just wow. So anyhow, Justin is actually the one that we talked about yesterday who was up with Cher talking about Summer Wells' pictures.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We don't really see eye to eye at all on anything he's done at all. And I don't really, you know what I'm saying, appreciate anything he's done. Matter of fact, I'm really kind of still upset about some shit that he's done. But all in all, I do appreciate him trying to get a fucking timeline down and get some questions and, ask some questions of Stacy, because he seems to still be all over.
And he'll eventually slip up if he keeps doing this.
Oh, he definitely does. He does like 5 fucking interviews and he lies on in every single one of them. I mean, his stories are different in every single one of them. So we'll play a little bit more of this and then we'll move on to the next one.
Roger that.
Down the car, grabbing that snuff, and then getting back in your car.
Correct.
Okay. Was there anyone around the splash
I
pad?
think there were people around, but they were in a far enough distance. I didn't approach anybody. You know what I mean? Like I literally, as it was recorded by the camera,
right?
Got out and then got my shoe, went back around the car, and left.
Right. Okay. Did you ever stop at the splash pad often, or it was just to get your snuff?
There's no reason to go to the splash pad. I ain't got kids, right. So why would I want to be? Why would I want to do that? That'd be kind of weird.
Okay. Right. All right. So the detectives and the authorities, they have you on camera or a photo of some sort.
Correct.
Okay. And is there surveillance?
Yeah.
There obviously is somewhere.
Yeah.
But does like the splash pad have cameras, or a home of some sort, I guess, around there would have it? Okay. All right. Continue. Oh, okay. What were you wearing? That do you remember what you were wearing? That.
Yeah, see, he asked some good questions. I wouldn't even. There's some of this shit I wouldn't even be paying attention to it. You know what I mean?
That's true. No, that's really true. He's asking some important questions right now.
Yeah, he is trying. He is good. He is good at pulling some information.
Champion shorts that I used to have and a t-shirt, black t-shirt.
Okay.
That's what I usually wore. I was the most comfortable in.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you're on your way to not Boise, but the other one.
Ontario.
Remember Ontario, Canada, but Ontario,
Oregon.
Okay. Ontario, Oregon. Yeah, because you're right there on the border. That's right. Okay. Go ahead.
So I went and picked up the client, went to the Boise airport, dropped him off. I think I hung out with Labor Dave, if I'm not mistaken. I went and visited him at his house.
Who's Labor Dave?
He's like a temporary employment person. Always had a bunch of odd jobs for people to do. Christian based. His real name is David Fears.
Piers with a P?
Fear. F as an F.
Okay. All right. And so he's some of your alibi at that point, which Michael hadn't even went missing yet at this point. So, but still, I'm just saying. Okay. All right. So you how long do you hang out with David?
I don't know, a few minutes, you know what I mean? It was a good chunk of probably 15, 20, 30 minutes tops.
Okay.
15, 20, 30 minutes. It's a big
Right.
deal.
I was just going to say 15, 20, 30 minutes.
Well,
let's round it down. Is it 15? Is it 20? Or is it 30?
Yeah. And him saying he wears things because that was a little bit sketchy to me as well. And he said,
notice he's over answering. He's over compensating.
Yes.
For answers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got a story. I said he got a story for why he wears what he wears. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but he's keeping him talking. That's the thing. He's making him feel comfortable. And so when somebody's comfortable, they're going to open up to you.
I mean, he had stuff he was doing too, so.
Do you talk to him often?
I don't talk to him anymore. From what I heard, he's deceased. So I don't know if that's true or not.
That's okay. It's hard to talk to someone like that, for sure. All right, so you're there 30 minutes tops. Okay.
So on leaving David, I came back to the Fruitland area. Apparently the timestamps, I didn't remember this, but I went to Ontario again to go. I stopped at A&W. A&W, which is by Kiwani's Park or whatever in Ontario. Went there, got some food, I think, and went back to Fruitland.
Okay, so you go from Fruitland to on.
Fucking gross, spitting in that nasty cup.
Was he dipping?
Yeah.
Ontario to Boise, back to
Ontario to home.
Ontario to home. What? Now, why'd you go back to Ontario?
To get some food. There's an A&W in Fruitland, but that was the direction I came back. It was
it's on the way.
It was on A&W on the way, but it was, you could see from the interstate and it was completely packed. And I didn't feel like going inside.
Okay.
From whatever.
Bullshit.
All right. Where is Sarah,
at home.
Adrian, and everyone at this time?
Sarah or Adrian, according to timestamps again, according to what Brooke showed on the photo, again, timing can be off. So apparently what the timestamp it was for something when they took that photo, A&W or the Applebee's. So I was All I know is they were home when I got home. So.
Okay. Okay. So they were.
You saw that. I know you did. After he answered, goes grabs a cup to spit into.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. Anyhow, I'm gonna skip through some of this. I want to get to when he talks about
real quick. How he said he saw that the place he was going to stop to eat food off the interstate that was packed. So we kept going. Come on now, stop.
Yeah, that's.
After you get your A&W and your ride, you did one, maybe two rides.
Correct. Which I think is probably the other reason I went to Ontario too. Just putting that out there.
Say that again.
He's a cab
I think
driver.
The other reason I went to Ontario too wasn't just for food, but it was
he's a cab driver. So he's saying he gave a ride too. He gave rides too. What now? Brett? What now? What? Did Purple Phoenix docs? Docs who? Oh, come on now. Don't do that in here, baby. Come on now.
Not the time.
It was to go pick up that ride.
Okay, so another ride. Okay. Why did you guys always have a bunch of people in your house? Just curious.
It wasn't a bunch of people in the house. People make that excessive. We had people come in sometimes who were just friends of friends or friends of ours, or I think one point in time we let Brandon bring his buddy over and his buddy's friend, but there wasn't an excessive amount of traffic like people make it.
Okay.
We didn't allow that in our house. We did have a heart. We did help people with a place to stay once in a while who were trying to get on their feet, because that's what, as Christian believers, we, try to help people who are in need, so that's what we did. But there wasn't a huge amount of traffic like people say there was. No.
I wasn't sure if it was like cheaper labor, or something like that. You're staying at our house, can you help out cheap, or whatever, and help you get you on your feet or something like that. Okay. All right. So you come back home and
Brandon and Sarah are on the couch.
And who's on the couch?
Brandon and Sarah.
Brandon and Sarah are on the couch together.
No, not together. They were on different couches, but they were both on their phones when I walked in.
Okay, they're on their phone when you walk in. Okay, now what else?
I was approached by Brandon and Sarah saying that, Sarah talked to me first and was like, hey, Brandon wants to go get his car from CUNA. And I was like, okay, let's just get it over with, because Brandon had been pestering us a lot about getting his.
Brandon's the one that was the white guy that was in the hot tub who did the interview with JLR. Let me go pull that. I'll go pull that.
Car. Like, it wasn't just one time he asked. It had been probably a couple of weeks worth of asking.
He'd been harping on you. Okay. What time was this approximately?
Timestamps, again, I'm referring back to the timestamps because I literally just found them yesterday. I got back into my email account and my pictures from that year, last night, literally, thanks to Eve, who is also viewing, I believe. She helped me recover that. So I was able to get into that, and that's how I got those photos that you'll pull up eventually with the timestamp attached. So I'd say, it's going to sound stupid, but going back to the timestamps, I would say 6:30 or 7 is when we left.
When you left.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So you leave at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Okay. All right. And you guys are making a trip from Fruitland.
Correct.
To
CUNA.
How do you spell CUNA?
He said earlier, Queen. Brandon, I think Brandon had somebody over. I think he might have had a friend over. How do you not know he had a friend over? It's your house.
Independent Thinker said Eve denies this later. I wish she was in here so she could tell us what's up. Anyhow, here's JLR's interview right here with breaking exclusive interview with Brandon Shirtliff, Sarah Wondra, and Michael Vaughan case. So here he is. Let me go find him. Here he is. And he's in the fucking like hot tub or whatever. JLR got a hold of him. Look at this shit.
Thank you for talking to me.
And I'm going to play. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to risk it all right now playing this.
Is this older or is this new?
Nah, this is old. This is older.
Okay.
I said I'm going to risk it all because he might come back and try to strike me for this. But this was a year ago. 33K views. This was a fucking year ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing this.
Dude's in the hot tub. This is Brandon, the one that lived at the house, the one that he said was on the couch with his wife, on separate couches, but sitting there on the phone. They wanted a ride to QAnon or whatever, or wherever the fuck they're going.
Thank you. I respect that, considering that I put a video out on you, sharing what's going on. But as you know, I never said you were suspect. I just said that you were there in the mix. So this is very important because a lot of people are following the Michael Vaughan case, and people just want answers.
But they are all suspects, right? I haven't heard any of them be cleared. Am I wrong? Have they been cleared?
Not that I know of. I might be wrong though.
Anybody know?
Along with a few others, and if it says
people want Michael found, they want insight on the Wondras, they want to know
nope,
everything.
nobody cleared.
So, explain what's going on here.
What's that?
Can you explain what's going on? Like what happened? What went down? What's up?
Yeah, the people that I used to stay with sometimes on the weekend and drive taxi for or whatever, they're involved in some big shit.
Yeah, they're all
He's
suspects.
about to spill the hottest tea ever right here. Okay.
They're saying they know more about the Michael Vaughan case and everything like that, and I heard that they're saying that they actually killed him themselves.
Now, who said that?
I think the detective told me that that's what Stacy and Sarah said themselves, is that they did it or they were involved in it or they know who did.
Interesting. Do you know any names or these people? Who are they?
One of the people that went to their house before was Tanner Butler. I just looked at my Facebook page now.
He throws out some dude's name. Anyhow, that's dude. That's the one he's talking about. That's Brandon. Y'all know who he is. Now you know. JLR did an interview with him in the hot tub while he was drinking a couple beers. And yeah, so there you go.
I doubt the detective would tell him that, right?
Okay, that sounds like.
I highly doubt the fucking detective told him that, but you never know. The detective can lie to him, so the detectives and the police can lie to you, and I mean, get away with it. That's
yeah.
So who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who really knows?
I feel you. I just doubt it.
Like Hawaiian almost.
It kind of does, huh?
Yeah.
I got Hawaiian.
You do?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see here. So Fruitland, Idaho, to Kuna, Kuna.
45-minute drive usually. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Why do I feel like Justin's mapping that shit out right now?
Right. You got a pen in the right hand right now.
I swear. He was the guy that Sarah held at gunpoint. Oh, Brandon was? He was the guy that Sarah held at gunpoint. What?
I didn't even know about that.
I feel like they're all fucking lying. I feel like Brandon is lying right now, in my opinion. I feel like right now with this interview, I feel like Brandon's lying with JLR. I feel like Stacy's lying.
Yeah. Stacy's just
Tanner is the one that Stacy okay, Purple Phoenix said Tanner is the guy that Sarah held at gunpoint.
So yeah, 48 minutes. 48 minutes it says from,
I know my miles. I know my destination.
Taxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys take 84?
Yes.
Okay.
84 to exit. I want to say 46 or 48. It was 10-mile road. It might have been 42. I know it was 10-mile exit that we took.
10 exit. You mean like exit number 10? Oh, 10,
no,
10 mile road?
10 mile.
Yes, I believe that too. They're all lying in the interviews and holding back information. I believe that. I believe all four of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanner held with the pew pew. My goodness. If they're all suspects, then creators interviewing and breaking the law. Yeah, but you know what? They're not breaking the law. He's going to them. He's going on their panels. You know what I mean?
And as much as I don't really like Justin, you know what I mean? This might be helping because he's running his fucking mouth, and if his stories contradict each other, you know what I mean?
How is a $40,000 phone bill even possible? I don't fucking even know. I feel like that is definitely a sham. That's a lie.
Wait, what do you mean? 40K?
I don't know. They said a $40,000 phone bill. Brandon is the one that was banging Sarah, trying to get her pregnant, even though he denies this, but admits to them fooling around. Sorry to paint that picture, everyone. Barf. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Nope.
Sniper, how dare you?
Nope.
Don't do us like that again. Don't you do us like that again.
Oof.
10 Mile Road, correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's an exit for 10 Mile Road, correct.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah, because you can do I-84 East
Mm-hmm.
and then South 10 Mile Road.
Correct.
Or it says you can do I-84 East, Idaho 69.
Yep.
Yeah, people thought that like way different of them. You know what I'm saying? They turned out to be different. They turned out to be way different than what they seem like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
So here, Justin even shows the map. Look at this. Justin pulls it up.
Oh, that's what he was doing the whole time. He was fucking mapping it out just right then and there.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. I felt like he was mapping that shit out. And then here he goes mapping this out like around the house. This is what I was wanting to hear, was the part where he was talking to him about when he was driving around where he stopped and Michael went missing and all that.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So he throws him in the washer. Okay. And you're driving this car back? Or
He's steering the car. Sarah was towing it. I was in the passenger seat. Sarah wanted to learn how to tow the car.
So she's doing that.
Correct. Which his house took 10 minutes.
Okay. Shit. What was his
Type in
address?
11 or type in 2518. Just East Snowbell. Or just type in Snowbell Road. Sorry, not East. Right there. Yep, Kina.
Okay.
And then type in ID-16.
Would that be Meridian or?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks a bit nervous.
You'll see the direction we took.
In my opinion.
Okay, you guys on here for sure. You know that you can y'all.
That's where Sarah and me and Brandon pulled off, because when we had with towing,
some receipts today. He did bring some receipts.
Okay, Justin said he brought some receipts. All right, let's see your motherfucking receipts.
All right, is this the map?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Well, all right.
All
Let's
right,
check this out then.
Yeah, so basically that map right there where the red dot is, that's where Sarah and me and Brandon pulled off, because when we had with towing, if anybody knows anything about tow straps, you have to keep tension on the rope on the tow strap, otherwise you'll end up snapping it, which Sarah failed to do. And I told her, I was like, look, you got to keep tension, and whenever you take off, you got to ease when you take off from a stoplight or wherever. You can't just gun it. Well, she gunned it. The truck had a lot of power too, so I mean I can kind of see that, but that's what happened is she gunned it and snapped the tow strap in half.
That's true. What he's saying. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I'm in auto transport.
So that red dot is where we pulled up, and if you zoom in on that dot, I don't know if you can, but literally like it'll show where we pulled off at on the side of the road, that's Idaho 16. Now, after we stopped, Sarah, I got out because I had to reattach the tow strap. I had to double knot it, which shortened the tow strap quite a bit, but it worked for the due diligence of the rest of the trip. Sarah did get out of the truck because she had to use the bathroom really bad.
Okay.
We had to take a pee, and it was dark out, so she
Pause
didn't think
that.
anything bad about it. So
Okay,
she
nobody
went
even
to the
needs
truck
to
with
know
real
all
quick and
this.
got-
Like, what the fuck?
For the rest of the trip, there's no way that that's impossible. Number one, where's that toe strap? Number two,
He can't tie a tow strap together?
and go that long? Hell the fuck no.
Oh, okay.
Ran to the trip?
I just
Hell
don't
no.
see why any of this really even matters. You know what I mean? Like,
It just seems like he's just talking to talk. That's bullshit right there. What he just said. Whether it has to do with anything or not, that's bullshit.
let's hear this.
mistaking, that's an AC compressor unit pump.
Okay.
So I did take a picture of it while I was out, and I'm glad I did, because that just timestamps again where we were.
So this is a timestamp from July 27th at 9:56 p.m.
Correct. Correct.
All right. And how far are you from home here?
They're about 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Okay. All right. So you're gonna. Okay. Is this on? Are we still on our way home here?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So that road, literally, if you follow that Highway 16 or Idaho 16, you continue on that road. If you want to bring up Idaho 16 on the map, on like Google Maps real quick, I'll guide you guys to it.
Okay. All right. So.
Yep. Perfect. Just bring in Idaho 16 as a mean. Just type in Idaho 16 for point A and then hit search.
we go. Okay.
Just hit that little arrows, the reverse arrows.
Reverse arrows. Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Yep. And then delete the 2518 and just hit search. There you go. So if you want to zoom in on that, you'll see. So, yep.
Anyhow, basically, you see what he's showing him the different stuff. You know what I mean? The different routes and shit.
And real quick, somebody asked me, Smokey, you can't travel that far with a broken toe strap and tie it together and try to jerry rig it. No, not happening. It's not happening. It's going to re-break. Also, he's too close because you don't have enough. When you tie it back together, you're close to the car. Not happening. It's not happening.
Well, interview number 2, 11 days ago.
I'm here to clear my name.
The people of Fruitland Police is now calling a suspect in the abduction of Michael Monkey Vaughan, spoke to News 7 Investigates Morgan Romero. Fruitland's police chief told us for the first time, Stacy Wondra is a suspect in the little boy's disappearance. His wife, Sarah, was previously charged with failure to report Michael's death. But that charge was dropped several months later, though she remains a suspect. Now, along with the Wondras, police labeled 2 men who lived with them, Adrian Lucien and Brandon Shirtliff, suspects who absolutely know what happened to Michael. 5 years old at the time, Michael disappeared from his Fruitland home on Southwest 9th Street on July 27, 2021. In November of 2022, we were there as crews searched and excavated the property where those 4 suspects lived, just 2-minute drive from the Vaughn's home. Police said they had credible information from someone living in the Wondras' house that Michael's body was there. Human remains, dogs alerted, but ultimately, Michael wasn't found. Police believe Michael was buried in the yard and then moved. Fruitland police sent probable cause to the Payette County prosecutor last summer to be presented to a grand jury. Police Chief J.D. Huff says a grand jury hasn't convened yet, but they will soon. Although that case centers around the Wondras and their roommates, Stacy tells us he knows nothing about.
Really, Linda? 2-inch slack? I think the cops know a lot more than we think then.
About Michael's abduction.
Stacy Wondra, Stacey.
It's been 2 months since Stacy Wondra was released from federal custody, convicted of a gun crime, unrelated to the disappearance of little Michael Vaughan. And what have you been doing since?
I've been trying to live my life the best way I can.
Stacy agreed to interview with me to, quote, clear his name.
I have no reason to hide anything from anybody. I'm not that type of person. I'm an open book. You can ask me anything, and I will tell you an honest answer to it.
Were you involved in the disappearance of Michael Vaughan?
No.
Why do police think you were?
I have no idea.
Stacy thinks law enforcement's case may hinge on Adrian Lucien, one of the men living with Stacy and his wife at the time Michael disappeared. One of the men police are calling a suspect. Any clues or evidence that could point to that, from your knowledge?
No. Okay. I would never have thought Sarah, Brendan, or Adrian would. Maybe Adrian, but I wouldn't have thought Sarah or Brendan would have ever done something like this. I was not even home at the night of the disappearance. I know that.
So, how y'all feeling about this?
Don't ask me. Trust me.
I mean, I'm just curious how y'all feeling about this. This is from 11 days ago. What are we thinking here?
Where the fuck you lying? Yes, Cromwell. You know your cars if you know that. 2-inch slack, you'd be slamming at the back bumper nonstop. You'd have to go 5 miles an hour or slower. Probably like 2 or 3.
So I got a poll here. Do you think Stacy is lying and knows more than he's claiming or more than he's saying?
Let me hit that real quick.
All right, y'all. Let me know what you think here. You think he's lying? You think he knows more than he's saying? What's up, Cap?
What up?
Hey,
Cappy.
baby. What you doing?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of confused though. Like, so he, so so Sarah was charged with not reporting, and he wasn't.
Yeah. From my understanding, yeah.
Oh, so he was in jail on some other shit,
Yeah.
not
He was
related.
on
Got
another
ya.
charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So she's still in on that.
Yeah, she's in there, according to what Purple just said. She's in there for holding Tanner at Pew Pew.
Gunpoint. Yo, sorry.
But the charges for not reporting a deceased body were dropped.
From my understanding.
There's no
Okay, I
body.
just want to make sure I heard all this correctly. Like, because I was so confused and thought things were way different. That sucks.
Green Eyes in the chat says he admitted to Dolly. He said Michael was in the backyard, so they dug it up. But that's not. I mean, we need to. Where's the timestamp? Can you email me a timestamp where he said that, or tell me where to go to look for it?
Yeah.
How discouraging though that those charges were dropped. I mean, like, obviously, like, nobody wants an innocent person to go to jail, but like, I don't know. They so confidently said, like, based on evidence, we arrested these people or this person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It sucks.
I mean, Sarah's fucking statement as well. You know, maybe they don't have enough to hold them, or I don't know.
Or she have a good attorney. I don't know. That the couple, the Wondra,
Well,
me out in
we're gonna
general.
finish listening to this, and then we're about to play the phone calls on. Well, we'll play the other 2 interviews that he did, or 3 interviews, real quick, little pieces of them, and then we'll play the phone calls from last night.
All right, word.
Yeah, Rowena said, Cappy, they only have so much time. Yes, without prejudice, they can come back to her.
Okay. So no one's really cleared at this point, correct?
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
People with nothing to hide nothing. Watch the rest of it. I ain't got time to play his whole interview, or we would. I mean, but we really can't. Like I said, if you guys got certain timestamps that you want us to pull up, we'll pull them up.
A good idea.
On T-Ray and okay, so T-Ray says in the chat here, I think they moved the body after he was in jail. He did not know they had moved the body. He was sure they would find it. Could be he was in jail for a while without, you know what I'm saying? So Stacy claimed he gave the tip, and the chief said the tip came from inside the house. He said it was himself. Yeah, he said it. He said he told him not to get him off his back. But why the fuck would you tell him? See, I mean, he's a lot smarter than what he tries to put out. So why would he say that he was in the backyard and say that to get him off his back? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
early time,
in my
you know, something like
opinion,
that. He's snitching, you know what I mean? And then maybe
he was in jail for being a felon with a pew pew. Okay, Green Eye says the 53 mark, Dolly's Stacy's first interview. Okay.
You want to write that down?
No, I'm gonna go find it right now.
Word. Look how much bigger he is in this video.
So hold on. There's Dolly has 2 of them right now. Stacy Wondra talks. Well, from what I see, anyways, he's got 2 of them out. Both with Stacy. Do you know which one? Do you have the name of which one that he did with?
She said it's the shocker. Is there one with the shocker in the title?
No. Summer
No.
Wells, 3 Kansas City dead info. Since Kansas City fans dead, new info. Stacy Wondra talks. Then this one says Summer Wells. Stacy
She
Wondra
said it's an
talks.
hour.
What?
She said it's 1 hour long. It's like an hour, she said. So
Okay.
whichever one's an hour long.
Let's see here. So let's see, 53 mark. Oh yeah, because his funky ass just lays around in this interview. Look how disrespectful he is. Dolly has him on there. Look at him.
You're willing to jump in the DeLorean, do 88 miles an hour with me tonight. We go back a little bit in time to the day. All this that's transpiring now would have occurred on, which would have been July 27th, 2021. Just basically tell me.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh no. Oh no.
Tell me how the day started. How did your day start that day, and what was going on that day? Anything different than any other day?
Not at all. Nothing different. I mean, it was just I'm pretty sure it was a sunny day. That they questioned me. So,
All right. We're at 52 minutes. Hold on. Let's go see what's up. You say 53 minutes. Let's go check it out.
they didn't come question me again and interrogate me until November.
And
Saying that they had more information. They're saying that I knew more information, which I didn't. But that's when I tipped them off and gave them that false tip.
Okay,
I was so overly pressured, and it sounds absolutely stupid, and I know it does, but I was way too under pressure. I was being interrogated for something I didn't do, and they kept telling me, "Oh, you know where he is. You know where you buried him." No, I don't. I said, but, and then I was like, fine. Then I broke down. I was like, you know what, fine. I made it up 100%, and I told him that he was in the backyard, which I knew he wasn't, because if he was, they
fucking bullshit. All right.
Wow, you fucking piece of shit. And that's you're torturing the fuck out of his mom. That is a piece of shit move. Wow.
But you know what though? Like the way that the law enforcement stated it in their press conference, how they said based on evidence, like they kind of made it kind of vague. Like I feel like if they were basing it off just his word, they would have said like based on testimony or something. I feel like there's something else there. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know for a fact.
They said it was, Cappy, they said it was excavated, right? And there was basically saying that the raider found anomalies right on the ground. So if he told them where Monkey was, right, and they moved him, now he's going back on exactly what he said because they didn't find him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This guy's that's some scumbag shit to do. Like,
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Who's pressured into it? Bull fucking shit.
Right. I feel like you're right, Queen. Like he plays super dumb. He has more cognitive ability than he's putting off. And you know what else I feel? And this is just an opinion that his wife lacks in cognitive ability. Like and kind of comes off as a bit delayed. And he doesn't, and it's just I don't know, it kind of creeps me out. Like I don't know, dude. Something weird about it.
Oh yeah, definitely some weird shit. I don't
like the fact, like something like I don't know, like there's probably manipulation at play in their relationship. Like he's a lot smarter than her.
yeah, but I think on
You know
both
what I mean?
parts. I mean, she held this other guy at pew point, so she's not exactly.
She might be another one playing dumb.
I feel like they're Bonnie and Clyde, but they want to play like they're stupid and stupid and shy.
Like
but
they're dumb and like Dumb and Dumber version of Bonnie and Clyde. Right. Got you.
Hey, real quick, what is the pressure of for him to say he's buried in the backyard? Like, why? What's the point of even saying that? If he knew he wasn't there, like he said, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, look,
Yeah, that's
independent
just
things
straight
that
playing
she's saying
games.
too. In my opinion, that's what this type do. Yeah. I definitely. I don't feel like he's gonna go in there and be like, "Yep, he's he's buried in the backyard." No, I just don't feel like. I don't know. Look, cinnamon hot spitting, fired, perfect. Oh my god. Yuck.
Okay, so okay,
Dolly don't even know what.
tell me what you told the police in your tip, if you would. Like, what did you call?
He said what? All right. Okay. He don't even know what the fuck to say to that. What do
No.
you fucking say to that?
You need a
Yeah, I
vocabulary.
gave him a tip that he was in the backyard, but he really wasn't. I mean, fuck. What do you say to that?
Why
He
give
was
that
down
tip?
there and talked to Brandy, and then that's foul as fuck. Why would you do that to somebody? You know what I'm saying? And she thinks her son's in your backyard, only blocks away. Fuck you. You're foul as hell.
Okay, so okay, tell me what you told the police in your tip, if you would. Like, what did you call in and say? What was exactly the tip?
I didn't call in.
I mean, what did you tell them that was the tip? What was your like? Hey, the baby's in the backyard.
He was buried in the backyard, correct?
But you gave no like segue into that. You just said the baby's
No.
in the backyard. They didn't ask you how the baby got in the backyard. They just said, okay, the baby's in the backyard, and they went and did all that stuff and dug up the backyard and things of that nature.
Yep.
How good do you know your neighbors?
How good?
What the fuck is this?
He's sitting there eating.
Yeah, you know what? I fucking cannot with this. Like, what in the fuck? What the fuck?
Why give an anonymous tip that he's in the backyard?
Exactly.
Why?
Look at that. Look what Linda said. Brandy listened for days at them digging up what she thought was her baby buried in this motherfucking sick son of a bitch's backyard. You fucking
sorry,
nasty ass motherfucker. She sat on her porch and listened to that excavator run for fucking days. What, 3 blocks over? Imagine if her baby dug out of this fucker's backyard. Oh, I just did it because I just did it because
I was pressured, or whatever he said. No.
Hold on, though. Listen, you guys listen to these fucking phone calls with Brooks, and you're going to understand why I'm so motherfucking irritated with his motherfucking ass right now. Look, just because of that, let me go get the look. We're going to put on the news interview and finish. We'll finish the news interview right here. We'll finish a little bit of this real quick. I'm going to go grab this Purple's fucking stream from last night.
Nighttime, Sarah, Brandon, and I had left CUNA to go recover his tow's vehicle.
Elaborate on that day a little bit more. You said you were working?
Yeah, so I did a taxi ride from Ontario to Boise. I know that I was gone a good portion of the day from like 1 p.m. in the afternoon to like about 4. Spent some time with a former coworker or boss that I used to work for. I think I spent maybe an hour and a half, and then had come back home. And the neighborhood was completely solitude. It was quiet.
Stacy claims he, Brandon, and Sarah left their house and headed to CUNA to tow Brandon's car around 5:30 to 6 p.m. on July 27th, 2021. Brandon blew a spark plug and couldn't drive it, he says. Fruitland police believe Monkey went missing between 6:40 and 7 p.m. that night.
When we got back, I think about between 9 and 10 o'clock at night, we noticed there was an excessive amount of people out in the community walking around the neighborhood. We had stopped and asked what was going on, and they said that a boy had been abducted or been taken, and it was news to me, and it was news to Sarah, what it seemed like, and Brandon. We got home, Brandon and Sarah decided they were going to go look for the boy, and I was in the process of getting the vehicle detached from the truck because it was taking up the whole length of the street pretty much.
Stacy later clarified to me he wasn't initially told Michael was abducted, just that he was missing. And where was Adrian that day?
Adrian and Brandon and Sarah all took a trip to Boise in the morning.
So he's trying to distance himself from those three. Talking about they took a trip in the morning, calling him the boy. The boy. I feel like he's trying to distance himself.
If he was not in that backyard, Queen, why would he say he's in that backyard?
I don't know.
It was Adrian wanted to go see his kid.
He claims Adrian stayed in either Boise or Nampa all night.
Is that what they told you, or do you know that to be true for a fact?
I mean, that's just what I'm going based off of. I mean, I was told the same thing that's all over. I wasn't with them.
Human cadaver dogs are highly reliable. Why did police tell you that human cadaver dogs pinged on your property at that home?
They didn't really give an explanation. They just said that the dogs had hit around the property. But, I mean, there was nothing. I don't even know how that's even feasible because, like I said, I've never even heard of this kid. I've never seen this kid. Never knew anything about him.
Police said that they believe Michael's body was buried there and then moved. Can you think of any time that...
Exactly.
Yeah, and so there's the layout of their house that they were in. And so this is Stacy and Sarah married, living in this house together. He's in jail for being a felon with a pew-pew, right? She is at home living with these two guys, doing whatever they're doing.
He drops a tip in the backyard.
Yep. Now, I don't know if they've already moved or what the hell, but JLR also talked to the neighbor, didn't he? Didn't he talk to the next door neighbor too?
Not sure.
I thought he did. I'm pretty sure he did an interview with the next door neighbor right here to the right where that van's at. I'm pretty sure he did.
His body would have been buried there and then moved. Does anything stand out to you?
Not at all. They were saying that he was buried by the shed. Makes absolutely no sense. There's been no dig marks. There's no trench marks. There's nothing. The ground was a complete grassed area.
Could it have?
Why would you drop that tip?
He said, whoa. He said, they said he was buried by the shed. Why would they say that when there's no dig marks? He's talking about Sarah, Brandon, and old boy.
Yes.
They said.
Have happened when you weren't around and it was potentially covered up?
It could have, very possibly. I just know that I wasn't around for any of it. I have no idea. I would like to know what happened to him.
They did say that they recovered several pieces of evidence at your home and on your property. Do you know what those pieces of evidence were?
Well, it's news to me.
The day after our interview,
He was playing with something.
Stacy gave a YouTuber a new piece of information.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to recollect as best as I can for you.
He, Brandon, and Sarah pulled over to put power steering fluid in his car right after they left for Cuna the day Michael was abducted. He said,
See? I was trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. This motherfucker right here knows more than what he's saying.
As they saw a child playing by himself on the sidewalk down the street around the corner from the Vaughn's home.
The kid that I saw did not depict Michael. I mean, he wasn't like a little kid. You know what I mean? Like he was. That's why I said it didn't concern me at all that he was out and about doing his thing.
Stacy says he doesn't know what's in the probable cause affidavit police sent to prosecutors. The one police say centers around him, Sarah, Adrian, and Brandon.
Do you think police have anything on you or your wife?
I personally know for a fact they don't have anything against me or on me. I have no knowledge. I wasn't even home. I have no knowledge of who this little boy is, his whereabouts, or anything about him.
In his interview,
Shit, I'm kind of glad he did all these interviews. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he went on with Dolly. I'm glad he went on with
Unreal.
Fucking, Brooks and Justin and all them, because you know what? The more he talks, the more he fucking tells on himself and them.
with YouTuber, Stacy said his attorney told him he's no longer a person of interest in Michael's abduction. Chief Huff tells me that's not true. When I called Stacy's attorney to get a straight answer, his attorney told me, quote, "I have no comment at this time," and hung up. I also reached out to Michael's mom, Brandy Neal, to let her know about this interview airing. She was appreciative and said the most important thing in the world is to get Michael home.
Yeah, like, do you know your neighbors? Are you friendly with your neighbors?
I talk to person at least once a week.
Okay, once a week. What about the neighbor on the other side of you? Do you know the neighbor on the far side of you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know the neighbor.
Well, the one neighbor was saying all kinds of stuff. But, I mean, it is what it is, right? All right, so here we go with, hold on. So, let's see here. Which one did we miss? True Crime with Eve, right? That's the one that we missed with the other one that she. Hold on.
It's a fucking pig.
Okay, hold on. This that ain't the one where she must have live interview and case review of Stacy. This was 6 days ago and 8 days ago. So let's see here. I'm not seeing.
Talking about a deceased child, and you're sitting there just chomping away. You fucking piece of trash.
Which I wonder where he was at on hers. I'm not seeing. Oh. Okay, so here's this one with, let's see here. True Crime, okay, let's see here. True Crime with Eve is, I think, her channel. Let's go see here. True Crime with Eve. This is her channel here. This is who she did an interview with Stacy Wondra as well.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out.
Let's see. Is this it here? Oh, wait. Nope. I went to the wrong one. Let's see. Stacy Wondra Q&A panel review. Let's see. I just had that one pulled up. Where the hell did it go? Right there. This one. This one.
So, but I'm glad it's warming up, Sarah. Having said that, I believe, Stacey, you said that. But and look who we have here. One minute.
Okay, here you go.
Add Stacey to the stage. Everybody, please be nice, wonderful, as you all are. Do not disrespect our host, nor our panel member, nor anyone else in the chat. Spend your energy wisely. Everybody, welcome Stacy Wondra. Hello. Can you hear me?
From what a lot of people have been saying, so from my understanding and from what a lot of people have said, True Crime with Eve has had some conversations with Stacy, several, I guess. I'm not sure. From what I've been told, they had talked quite a bit. I don't know how true that is because I don't talk to her. I have no idea. So with that
Says she walks him through this.
Her channel's True Crime with Eve, and this is her interview with one of her interviews with Stacy Wondra. So we're gonna play just a part of it, and then we're gonna move on to go to Purple's stream from last night.
Yeah.
All right, you're on panel. Everybody, please again be courteous to our guest. He has had a heck of a day. We both have. Running around being busy buddies.
So at this point, we have Justin's interview. We have the interview from the news 11 days ago. Dolly's interview that we played. True Crime with Eve's interview. The other one was on Crime Lines and Lies. So we'll have to go check that one out too. We'll have to pop that one up. But so far right now, our poll, let's go back to our poll.
Oh, yeah.
Here it says, do you think Stacy is lying and knows more than he's saying? Right now, we got 224 votes in, and let's see, yes, 94% says yes, and 6% says no.
Wow.
Yeah, at this point, what are we about halfway there? Let's see where we're at. 480. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're about halfway there, anyways. So that's good enough. If you want to vote, get it in, get it done, get it done, get it done. We're changing this over.
So, we're just gonna. I know that you have limited time, so I appreciate you coming on panel. I know this is your fifth interview.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Close enough though.
Right. So we're gonna just jump into it.
There you
not waste
go.
your time.
There you go. Fourth interview right there.
There is some questions in the chat that I'd just like to get out of the way. One of those being, how did you feel when you were approached about being involved in Michael's abduction?
Very.
He's talking to Eve. From my understanding, I think her name is Eve. She goes by Eve. It's True Crime with Eve is her channel, and that's her voice that you hear, and that's him on the screen on the left. At this point, I'm wondering if he doesn't think he's a celebrity. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on right now?
Confused. Pretty angry actually. Never.
Right. I'd be angry too. I would be angry too. Is everything okay over there?
Yeah. She brought her.
Yeah, he doesn't have penal etiquette at all, as you just seen.
He brought our puppy over here. Gonna get a new puppy.
Oh, awesome. So can you explain, I'm going to reiterate real quick for the chat, if you want to mute just real quick, about your version of events, and then maybe you could just reiterate or.
Okay. Anyhow, you see what I'm saying. So there's that. So moving right along, here's Purple Phoenix. So here's this is Brooks on panel with her Crime Lines and Lies. She actually plays a couple phone calls that she had with Stacy, and this is, to me, in my opinion, this is the real fucking Stacy that you're about to hear right now.
Okay.
Now, like I said, this is just my opinion, and you guys are, maybe it's something, maybe you guys feel differently. I don't know, but just in these phone calls, yeah, I definitely feel like it's the real Stacy here.
Okay.
Now, Brooks has been.
They might make you vomit.
That she said they will make you vomit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh fuck. Here we go.
But it will piece some things together.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this popping.
All right. I will. This is what I read now. Not all of it. Most of it.
I think she goes to grab the phone call.
She sent me one, yeah. One is all is needed. And so she's gonna here's yeah. I don't think they would evidence, but hey girl.
Hello. How do I share the screen?
Okay.
At the bottom.
So she's back and she's about to share her screen. And are you ready for this, y'all? Okay. So when she shares her screen, what she's sharing is her conversation between herself and Stacy. Okay. This is Crime Lines and Lies. She has a channel. She is speaking to Stacy Wondra on, I'm guessing either Messenger or the phone or something like that. But that's who the conversation's with.
Where it says present, you just like present. It's like you would if
many screen.
She's teaching her how to get on how to share the screen right now. So there we go. Okay.
Trying to call to talk about your lunch, but you're in such a nasty mood.
What?
I said Greg was calling back to talk about your lunch, but you're in such a nasty mood, and I don't.
They said get ready to gag.
Jesus.
All right, here we go.
know why.
I just don't understand why you don't grasp that I literally asked you to stop talking about this. You don't respect that, and it's so frustrating.
Well,
I said I want nothing to do with talking about this. Period. I'm done. But you seem to always be the mastermind of the manipulation, and seem to always somehow finagle it in. It's beyond me. Stop.
Well,
That's all I'm asking. Stop trying to discuss this.
You didn't email me about lunch. You didn't email me about money. You emailed me to clear your name.
Yes, correct. And when I realized, when I thought that it was going to work, That's why I did that. But now I
Well-
know that it's not going to.
Well, because you went to other channels.
It doesn't matter if
and-
I went to other channels or not.
And a lot of that is my fault. These things take time. To other channels. Like
It's
you
not
said.
going to happen. Okay.
No. Let me
It's
tell you.
going to-
No, let me tell you something right now. Even if you wanted to come on, even if you said, let's go live right now, like you've done before, I would say no. Because you have painted yourself in a corner with different stories. You have.
Boom! Brooks just dropped a bomb on him.
That was a mic drop right
He
there.
dropped a motherfucking bomb in his lap.
Okay, again, we're still talking about this. I'm going to talk about this like I'm starting. And I've literally been trying to.
I know, and you keep saying literally. Ask me something about
literally.
Yeah, literally.
Is it not literally?
And I mean, I'm literally not facing a grand jury, an indictment, and life in prison.
And I literally am not worried.
And if I was, nobody would be hanging their neck out to try to help me. I can tell you that literally. I can tell you that literally. So you're gonna let me?
Literally, I don't care. Okay?
You don't care about life.
Pause that real quick.
I'm not worried about giving that because I'm not going to. Do you understand?
See how condescending and cocky he is? That's a whole different person that we just listened to.
Right. That's what I just fucking said. This
Damn.
right here is the real motherfucking Stacy, Jack. That right there, all those little couple interviews y'all just watched, that was fucking fake ass shit, wasn't it?
Damn.
This right here feels like it's the real fucking Stacy. KDK gifted 10 memberships, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you supporting the Hive, love. If you get one, make sure you tell her thank you.
Scumbag fuck.
I appreciate you, KDK. Thank you, love.
Have you faced reality?
Brooks,
Have you faced
let it go.
reality?
Let it go. I'm not discussing this with you. I'm not worried. I don't care what your feeling or opinion is, okay? I'm not worried because I didn't do it. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to convince me one way or another.
I'm not. I will
don't
never.
care.
I will never try to convince you to say something that you didn't do.
No, but you're saying, have you faced reality? Yeah, I actually have. I mean, the reality is I didn't do it. So I'm not worried, okay? So let that shit be. Just drop it.
You know, maybe
You
I'm
keep
worried about
saying
my
you didn't
friends.
do it. You didn't do it. You didn't
I
do
don't
it.
care, Brooks. This is not what a friend does. I'm not worried about it. When I tell you I'm not worried, you should respect that. Period.
So when I have friends that call me and they tell me that their husband walked out on them, I should just be like, oh well, whatever, your problem, not mine. I shouldn't absorb what my friends are going through.
Okay, Brooks, I'm not going through anything, okay?
Okay, now what do y'all think?
He motherfucking knows. In my opinion, I'm 99.9%. He knows what happened one way or the other. That's my opinion. My opinion only.
Is this a hard road? Yes. But I'm not worried about it because in the long run, I'm not scared. At all. So let that settle. Because I'm not worried.
What are you going to do? I'm just asking you.
About what?
What are you going to do when Brandon gets squeezed enough, or he tells?
He's not going to. He doesn't have shit on me.
No,
I
not
did,
no,
Brooks.
not on you, not on you, not on you. But you have not divorced Sarah. What are
I
you
don't
going?
care.
What are you going? You keep saying you don't care. Maybe those are your diagnosis you have. Are you getting treated for all those different?
So, okay, I did this little poll here with this. And so I said, does this sound like the same guy? Does this sound like the same guy in the other interviews? Meaning, like, does this sound like the same Stacy? Does he sound like, the other interviews that we just watched? The other ones with True
Hell
Crime
no.
with Eve, Dolly. You know what I'm saying? Does this sound like the same guy?
Nope.
Sure as fuck doesn't to me either.
Diagnosis because I didn't know
What
about
is your
that.
point you're making? I don't like this. You're
I'm
making no sense.
No, you.
He's totally different.
You have everything figured out. Are you there?
Yeah. Once again, we're still talking about this, but go on.
Take a deep breath.
I'm not mad. Not taking a deep breath. I told you I'm fucking hungry, and you seem to always want to defer around the situation. So.
Well, I'm waiting on Greg to call back, and you get mad at me when I'm talking. I mean, you want to talk about you want to talk about the weather or your favorite movie or what you want to do this
I don't
weekend?
want to talk about this, Brooks.
Well, what are you going to do when Brandon or Adrian tells them where that duffel bag is?
Okay, then let him. I have no knowledge of it, so, and I guarantee you they don't have it. They don't have that. Because I promise you they would have already found it, Brooks. I guarantee you they already have it. Guarantee you.
Wait, you already found it, or you guarantee? Whoa. Put it back.
I mean, you want to talk about you want to talk about the weather or your favorite movie or what you want to do this
I don't
weekend?
want to talk about this much.
Well, what are you going to do when Brandon or Adrian tells them where that duffel bag is?
Okay, then let him. I have no knowledge of it, so, and I guarantee you they don't have it.
She said, "What are you gonna do when they tell where that duffel bag's at?"
Which means he already told her about the duffel bag, and then he has no clue about the duffel bag. Whoa. Play it one more time through the whole thing.
They don't have that. Because I promise you they would have already found it, Brooks. I guarantee you they already have it. Guarantee you.
They would already found it, but now you're guaranteeing. You see that?
The duffel bag. What duffel fucking bag? What the fuck they talking about duffel bag? Guarantee they don't have it. What duffel bag you talking about?
Exactly.
Okay, hold on. Is this even the real lab? Because look, he says he told Justin and I about the duffel.
Sorry,
what the fuck was he doing with the duffel bag?
I would have the mods check it.
Favorite movie or what you want to do this
I
weekend?
don't talk about this much.
Well, what are you going to do when Brandon or Adrian tells them where that duffel bag is?
Okay, then let him. I have no knowledge of it, so, and I guarantee you they don't have it. They don't have that. Because I promise you they would have already found it, Brooks. I guarantee you they already have it. Guarantee you.
I guarantee they already have it. He just said, I guarantee they already have it.
Who
He
else
just
is
said
doing
it.
the investigation, Smartman?
Well, see, that's why I asked you.
He said, I guarantee you they already have it.
And before that, he denounced it.
See,
How
like
did
I
nobody-
said, this motherfucker knows a lot more than what the fuck he's saying.
You, because I don't know. I'm not from this world, okay?
Oh my God, clearly.
Real quick, Kellogg's comment's perfect. They don't have it. They already have it.
Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath because I cannot stand when my friends are upset with me, okay?
Okay, well, you'll make.
Wow.
I feel like
Holy-
she's talking, like, I feel like she's playing him like a fiddle. She said, I'm going to take a deep breath because I don't like when my friends are upset with me.
I'm
done.
hoping she is. I'm hoping she's playing them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give her that bit of a doubt. But Kellogg says perfectly, they don't have it. They already have it. That's what he just said.
Here, Carly says Brandon took a duffel bag of dirty clothes with him when they picked up his car at his mom's. Did a load of wash, and that's why the dog hit on the sewage line at his mom's. Stacy, the first to talk, is the first to walk. Shit.
That's why he think he.
You would think, why the fuck is he saying Dick? That it doesn't sit well with me. That
I mean,
he's
you
saying,
know, you already know.
dig up the backyard. You know, he's just supposedly saying that because I'm not buying that. All right, here we go.
Making me upset, Brooks. You literally are the one that's continuing to discuss this conversation, regardless of what I've said. A friend does not do that.
Well, I just keep.
A friend respects. No, a friend respects their boundaries. I have set a boundary, and you refuse to abide by it.
Listen to the way he's talking to her right now, for real. Listen to the motherfucking way he's talking to her right now.
That's
I
not
set
who
a
we listen to.
boundary, and you what? Fuck out of here. Listen to the way he's talking to her. No, ain't no fucking way.
That wasn't around the last 4 interviews.
Regardless of what I've said. A friend does not do that.
Well, I just keep.
A friend respects. No, a friend respects their boundaries. I have set a boundary, and you refuse to abide by it.
I know you sound like Vince Vaughn in that movie Breakup.
What? Jesus Christ.
Where he says, I have set a boundary and you will not cross it.
Well, and you're clearly doing everything you can by not listening and so crossing it, aren't you? Stop. I'm just going to shut down and not even fucking talk to you, period. This is why now, okay? This is what's
Vince
gonna happen.
Vaughn said that too.
No, this is
I'm shutting
what's
down.
This is what's going to happen. Okay? You can stop trying to be the master manipulator. You can stop trying to solve this case because you're not going to. You can stop trying to convince me to talk about things.
Because they're not going
Or
to.
you can
Why?
just try to lose talking to me because that's what you're doing.
I don't want to do that. You're my friend.
Okay, then stop.
Okay, well then I won't lean on you for my problems anymore. Okay.
Well, I don't need you to. You don't need me to. I'm not a fucking problem solver. I have given you positive encouragement. I told you to work it out with Greg. I'm not a problem solver. I'm not a fucking mediator.
You're not gonna solve this case.
Tell me
the way you
this
said it.
motherfucker is. This is not okay.
Just like I don't reach out to you and talk to you about my problems. I don't care. It's not my fault.
Well, you do.
I don't. I do. I asked you for help with food.
Well, I mean, and how is that my
Is that
problem?
something a counselor can solve? No.
Well, I mean, I'm not
Like
a
I said.
counselor. Like you
Like
told
I
me,
said.
I'm dumb as a box of rocks. I'm a retard. I'm a faggot like Justin. I mean, you name it. I mean, you told my husband.
Oh, she definitely
that
knows.
You're
She's
aware
recording right now for everybody.
that I have feelings for you, and you said to him that you would be our marriage counselor.
Yeah, Rich, and then I thought about it, and I'm not about to get involved in somebody else's marriage. Like I'm not. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. Okay. Like asking for help.
They just.
Wait, what? He said
Yeah.
he was gonna be their fucking marriage counselor.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like,
And then he says, "Monkey."
what the fuck, dude?
Yep.
This ain't even like. This don't make no fucking
Go
sense.
back 10 seconds.
Yeah, Rich, and then I thought about it, and I'm not about to get involved in somebody else's marriage. Like I'm not. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. Okay. Like asking for help with food is a different story. If you don't want to help me out with food, that's fine. I'll find another source. Like I usually have to anyways. Because, whenever I ask you for money, it's like a challenge.
I told you we didn't have the money on Monday.
Okay, and I get that. I'm not talking about that. But it always seems like there's triple questions to everything with you.
Are you there?
Seems like he's a begging ass little bitch. Wanting money, like, what the fuck? Non-stop. For what? You are not that important. Your interview is not that fucking important. You didn't went and talked to fucking did 5 interviews already.
Air Purple?
I hope he keeps on doing them.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this has been my life for 2 weeks with him.
Wow. That's crazy.
My question is, where is the duffel bag?
Right.
And if I go back, he'll say they're never going to find it. But it was spectacular that he did say that he would counsel my husband and me through marriage counseling. That was awesome.
Wow. I don't think he needs to be counseling nobody.
And he did tell my husband that I have feelings for him.
Wow. What is going on right now? Are you joking me?
I
What?
can't. I cannot. He lives in a delusional world. Like,
She caught on to that too. The whole duffel bag thing.
And
right. Where's the fucking duffel bag?
Mm-hmm.
that was awesome. That was great.
What? Wow.
Yeah. He was on the phone going, yeah, no.
Right.
People he has lived with.
Wow.
That Indian woman that was on the phone with me screaming at him saying, you're stinky, you're stinky. You have to go. You have to go. You are stinky. Everything about you is stinky.
What the fuck? What? Are you shitting me? Holy fuck.
I fucking cannot.
I'm fucking speechless. Wow.
You stinky. You got to go, stinky.
Shit. Freaking. I don't know what to say.
Wow.
I asked one thing: where is the duffel?
Okay, the last.
Here we go again.
Okay, that they filled a duffel bag full of clothes to go do laundry at Brandon's mom's house.
Bag, and he said they're not going to find it.
Really?
Yeah, I can go back if you want to hear it again.
Sure.
Well, you should respect that. Period.
So when I have friends that call me, okay, so you have to hear my loud mouth. This is like basically a Taster's Choice moment for two friends. But the important part is the duffel bag.
I've never seen the Stream Queen, and I caught on that right away. So if they caught on to it, then
Sniper, don't you start with me. Look,
we say,
don't be so like Queen, don't be surprised if you get a fucking invoice.
invoice these nuts. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Greg was trying to call to talk about your lunch, but you're in such a nasty mood.
What?
I said Greg was calling back to talk about your lunch, but you're in such a nasty mood, and I don't know why.
No, I just don't understand why you don't grasp, like when I literally ask you to stop talking about this. You don't respect that, and it's so frustrating.
Well,
I said I want nothing to do with talking about this. Period. I'm done. But you seem to always be the mastermind of the manipulation, and seem to always somehow finagle it. It's beyond me. Stop.
Well,
all I'm asking. Stop trying to discuss this.
You didn't email me about lunch. You didn't email me about money. You emailed me to clear your name.
Yes, correct. And when I realized that, when I thought that it was going to work, that's why I did that. But now I know that it's not.
When I thought it was going to work.
When I thought it was going to work.
Oh, she picked on that as well.
You see, this is what sociopath.
What?
All right, so I just said exactly what he just said, and then she repeated it. So she's seeing exactly what I thought it was going to work. Clearing the name. Go back 10 seconds. Watch. Listen.
Clear your name.
Yes, correct. And when I realized, when I thought that it was going to work, that's why I did that. But now I know that it's not.
When I thought it was going to work. You see, this is what sociopaths do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to rewind this one more time. Hold on.
Yep.
Nothing to do with talking about this. Period. I'm done. But you seem to always be the mastermind of the manipulation, and seem to always somehow finagle it. It's beyond me. Stop.
Well,
all I'm asking. Stop trying to discuss this.
You didn't email me about lunch. You didn't email me about money. You emailed me to clear your name.
Yes, correct. And when I realized, when I thought that it was going to work, that's why I did that. But now I know that it's not.
When I thought it was.
When I thought it was going to work. You see, this is what sociopaths do.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like he thinks everybody's stupid. Okay, I'll try to go back and watch some more of Justin's here in a minute.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I'm in love with him.
Fuck my life.
And yeah, I'm in love with Stacy, and he had to apologize to my husband and tell him that he would give us counseling. Well, because you went to other channels. And,
it doesn't matter if you went to other channels or not.
And a lot of that is my fault. These things take time. Like
It's
you
not
said.
going to happen. Okay?
Nope.
The only way
Let me
it's
tell you.
going to-
Nope. Let me tell you something right now. Even if you wanted to come on, even if you said, let's go live right now, like you've done before, I would say no. Because you have painted yourself in a corner with different stories. You have.
Okay, and then we're still talking about.
Dropped a bomb on him. She dropped a bomb right there in his lap. Like, you've already painted yourself in a corner. You done told too many fucking stories. What the fuck you doing? And asking everybody for money, making a fucking fool of yourself, stupid.
This. I don't want to talk about this. Like, I'm starving, and I've literally been trying to.
I know, and you keep saying literally. Ask me something about
literally.
Yeah, literally.
Is it not literally?
And I mean, I'm literally not facing a grand jury, an indictment, and life in prison.
And I literally am not worried.
And if I was, nobody would be hanging their neck out to try to help me. I can tell you that literally. I can tell you that literally. So you're gonna let me?
Literally, I don't care. Okay?
You don't care about life in prison?
I'm not worried about getting that because I'm not going to. Do you understand?
Have you faced reality?
Brooks.
Have you faced reality?
Let it go. I'm not discussing this with you. I'm not worried. I don't care what your feeling or opinion is, okay? I'm not worried because I didn't do it.
Well, I feel some type of way, but I'm not gonna speak on it.
Well, I mean, like I said, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove, and that's what's fucked up about it. But you know, if with him going and saying, "Oh yeah, he's in the backyard by the shed,"
Why?
That's what they told me.
Why would you ever say that? You know what I mean?
That make no fucking sense.
Zero. Unless you actually thought he was there or knew he was there, right? But he got moved. That's my opinion. I'm allowed it.
You're not going to convince me one way or another.
I'm not.
Look, they're not going to just show up like this.
Facts. Police had credible information from someone living in the Wondra's house that Michael's body was there. Human remains, dogs alerted, but ultimately Michael wasn't found. Police believe Michael was buried in the yard and then moved. Fruitland police.
So yes, I do think he knows more than what the fuck he's saying. Absolutely, I do.
I will never try to convince you to say something that you didn't do.
No, but you're saying have you faced reality? Yeah, I actually have. I mean, the reality is I didn't do it. So I'm not worried.
But they're not going to go over to a house with all that equipment, dig up the backyard, and do everything they did just for him to say, yep, that he was back there. I just think I was just nonchalant. No.
Queen, look at Rose comment. That's where I am.
Whose comment? I'm sorry.
Rowena. It's let me find it real quick. I'll read it. It's right here.
I don't even see her.
All right. No shit. I think he told them to cut a deal, and Michael was moved. Now he's hanged up. That's exactly how I feel.
You think he told them where he was at to cut a deal, and when they got there, he was moved?
Yep. They did the
yes. Okay. So what that should be, just drop it.
Maybe I'm worried about my friend.
I don't care, Brooks. This is not what a friend does.
I think he got that confused between him and Brandy.
Yeah.
But he said, I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Wow. Thank you, Heidi, for gifting 5 memberships.
Woohoo!
So guilty. And there ain't no, he's not.
Like, oh well, whatever, your problem, not mine. I shouldn't absorb what my friends are going through.
Okay, Brooks, I'm not going through anything, okay? Hey, is this a hard road? Yes. But I'm not worried about it because in the long run, I'm not scared. At all. So let that settle. Because I'm not worried.
What are you
Who
going to do?
talks
I'm
like
just asking you.
About what?
What are you going to do when Brandon gets squeezed enough, or he tells?
He's not going to. He doesn't have shit on me.
No, not
get it,
no,
Brooks.
no, no, not on you. Not on you.
Wow.
Not on you.
He don't
If
got
you
shit
have-
on me. Not on innocent. He don't
Not
got shit on me.
Right.
You know him. I don't know.
Forced Sarah. What
I
are you
don't
going?
care.
What are you going? You keep saying you don't care. Maybe those are your diagnosis you have. Are you getting treated for all those different diagnoses? Because I didn't know
Brooks,
about
what is your
that.
point you're making? I don't like this. You're
I'm
making no sense.
No, you have everything figured out. Are you there?
Yeah. We ain't got anywhere. Once again, we're still talking about this, but go on.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, he still continues the fuck on. If he doesn't want to talk to her, why has he not hung up the phone? You know what I mean? So he continues to go the fuck on and on.
I'm not mad. Not taking a deep breath. I told you I'm fucking hungry, and you seem to always want to defer around this situation, so.
Well, I'm waiting on Greg to call back, and you get mad at me when I'm talking. I mean, you want to talk about you want to talk about the weather or your face? Okay, and fair enough. No one likes the sound of my voice. I will say this right now.
She's not responsible for your big ass eating, okay? She's not responsible to fucking give you money. She's not responsible for your fucking big ass to be fucking finding food. What the hell? Talking about he's hungry. What? Okay, well go fucking get something to eat wherever the fuck you're staying at. What do you mean?
Fucking job.
What the fuck? I guess I don't understand why in the fuck he feels like she's responsible. He's getting shitty with her about it. What the fuck?
Narcissist.
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, it's your fucking goof ass.
Did to Justin yesterday, I would call a hate crime.
I would too. That's just nasty.
Justin
Nasty.
is my friend, and
No, see, I don't know what he did to Justin. I still am not sure what happened. I really don't know, but let's see what happened.
He had no right to do that.
Yeah, that's. Oh, Justin said he don't give a. He gets his ass. Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do?
Favorite movie or what you want to do this weekend?
Calling him all kinds of nasty ass.
What are you gonna do when Brandon?
Calling him all kinds of nasty ass names and shit, and just being fucking gross and fucking
Homophobe
ridiculous.
stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. That's not right. I don't like Justin, but that's not
Tell
right.
the motherfucker ain't got a lick of home training.
Nope.
Brandon or Adrian tells them where that duffel bag is.
Okay, then let him. I have no knowledge of it, so. And I guarantee you they don't have it. They don't have that. Because I promise you they would have already found it, Brooks.
Okay, so the big concern with Stacy and with Brandon is the duffel bag.
Right, but he keeps going on about they'll never find it. So
Right. How's he so
That means
sure
there
not
was
to-
a duffel bag. You know what I mean?
Right. Closing it.
Guarantee you.
Who?
Who else is doing the investigation, Smartland?
Well, see, that's why I asked you, because I don't know. I'm not from this world, okay?
Oh my god, clearly. Clearly.
Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath because I cannot stand when my friends are upset with me, okay? Okay, he farted in that. Okay?
What?
He obviously has some issues and he.
What the fuck? This is like.
She said, okay, he farted. Fucking
Holy
done.
shit.
Sloppy ass motherfucker, dude.
Farts a lot. I mean, I was embarrassed, for other people when he just, just lets one rip. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you can't just, there's something going on.
Yeah.
I mean, he farts all the time.
Fucking
I would have left that
Dugan.
out, but that was a dirty Dugan, man. You can't do that.
Independent thinker say he farts all the time. Yuck, you nasty ass. Joe stanky ass.
Fuck, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he will just fart, and
There's a time and place for everything.
yeah, it's called the bathroom. Don't get me wrong.
I ain't walking in the bathroom to fart. You know what I mean? I might try to make it.
He's a garble. Yuck. Hold on. The lab said he farted talking to us.
He might have irritable bowel syndrome. I don't know.
Hold on. Did you do an interview with him too? Y'all did an interview with him? So what? That's interview like number 6?
Must be there was 4 or 5 before, yeah. 6, yeah.
Unless it was him and Justin together or something. I don't know. Did you do it separately? Or I mean, what the hell? Oh, you were on Justin's. Okay, we have to go back and finish watching it then, because holy fuck.
I mean, I've let one rip here and there, but it's silent.
It's silent. I let one rip here and there, but it's silent. That's not silent anymore. Because you just told us.
I fucking cannot.
But those blubber buns, I mean, I'm telling you something right now. It's like a tornado.
What in the world is going on right now? What the fuck?
I needed these last. I swear to God.
What in the shit? Lots of words. Fuck.
Fucking nasty ass. She said a tornado.
So you're going to hear another few farts, okay?
Okay.
Okay, well, you're making me upset, Brooks. You literally are the one that's in.
Okay. That's where he said, Brooks, you are the one that's making me upset. Am I making him upset?
I'll say no. All these people fucking fun, bro. What's going on right now? Lord have mercy. It's just like wrong place, wrong time, you know what I mean? Type shit. Like, damn. Hey guys, so I have taken over the show. It's me, but not on the real. What's going on with the gas? It's getting a little out of hand here. In my opinion, I think a lot of people in the chat have the same opinion. IMO. Like Queen said, those excavators were sent there for zero reason. I'll leave it at that. Don't thug. And who chugs milk? Ah, fuck. Fuck if I know. Dugans. Doodle dangle. You're back.
Farkin Dugans, man. I laughed so hard my laptop just shut the fuck off.
It's fucking crazy.
I was like, holy fuck, did a fucking Stacy Wondra tornado fly through or what?
This
is terrible. I can't.
Yeah.
Here, let's finish riding this wave here.
I'm just mind boggled right now.
You usually have to anyways. Because, whenever I ask you for money, it's like a challenge.
I told you we didn't have the money on Monday.
Okay, and I get that. I'm not talking about that.
That your attorney was there, and so you lied about where Michael's remains were.
I lied before I met with my attorney.
Well, I mean, what attorney would let anyone? And like
again, my attorney was not present. Listen. Called you a faggot. Try again.
Okay, we got to go back.
I said to you, I'm not a detective, and you said you're just like flamboyant faggot. And
oh wow, wait a minute, that's when she was talking about Justin. So we must have went to.
I'm not worried about it. When I
go about a quarter inch.
You should respect that. Period.
Okay.
So when I have friends that call me and they tell me that their husband walked out on them, I should just be like, oh well, whatever, your problem, not mine.
Okay. I'm not worried.
I'm just asking you. He's
not going to. He doesn't have shit.
Are you getting treated for all those different diagnoses? Because I didn't know about that.
We're way past
Text me less and said people are offering me money. Where he's at.
Well, I saw somebody offered you $10,000. I didn't know what it was for because I was
No, I
switching
didn't know
back and forth.
$10,000 yet.
And the things that were said about him are despicable.
Right. They wanted to know when that phone call was, how long ago?
Right here.
This morning sometime.
This morning. Yeah, this was yesterday morning she was talking to him. So that phone call took place yesterday morning.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So that's fucking Stacy. Here's the next phone call.
Next time I heard from you, you were in the hospital.
Oh, let's go
And
back.
money. Somebody offered me up with somebody.
Okay, here she goes.
Texted me last night and said people are offering me money. Where he's at.
Well, I saw somebody offered you $10,000. I didn't know what it was for because I was switching back and forth between
What
that and
the
keeping up
fuck?
with my friend Trev's channel. So I didn't
Who the fuck offered him $10,000? He needs to stop. He's lying.
even know what they were offering money
Yes.
for. If somebody offered
It
me,
wasn't it wasn't obvious. But, I mean, it's not hard to figure out. Why in the world would somebody offer that much money just for me going on the show? Really? And put two and two together, Brooks. It's not.
What's
You
two?
didn't text me it. Some people are willing to offer you money. Specifically.
well, I know that you've been you've been having a problem with funds. And I said, there's some people on Josh's channel that are offering money. And I sent you the link. And
I know exactly what you did.
And then next time I heard from you.
God, he's hacking up a fucking storm over there. What the hell?
You were in the hospital. I mean, I didn't see a link out there or anything for you to come up. And I didn't exactly know the text of the conversation. But I mean,
I wouldn't come up. I wouldn't even. There's no reason for me to go back on YouTube. I don't care.
You're back on YouTube.
Well, this was last night, I guess. Hold on here. Crimes under investigation with a $5 super sticker said loving light to you, QB, and your family, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's nice.
okay, this whole conversation, and he actually sent this to me, is because I sent him a.
They were offering. Okay, so they were not offering $10,000 and $20,000 for an interview. They were offering $10,000 and $20,000 for him to tell them where Michael is. Is that what you were saying right here? Because that's what Callie Dime said, $20K to tell where Michael is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, EW said, why are YouTubers having private phone calls with suspects in missing child's cases? How is this okay? And what good is it bringing to the case? I don't think it's bringing any good to the case other than he has told all these YouTubers different stories and it's all recorded. So
Actually, it's helping. I'm gonna be honest. Like for the first time ever, I think this might have helped a little bit. He's told multiple stories.
if he does get arrested, or they do happen to arrest him, they could potentially use these recordings in court against him. You know, why are you changing your story? You said this on this day at this time. This is recorded. You know what I mean? Because it all has metadata. So they know when it was recorded. They can download it. All they'd have to do is email like Justice for All and say, hey, you did an interview with Stacy Wondra on this day at this time. Is there any way we could, you know, we need this if it's privated or whatever, can we have the link to it, or, you know, can you whatever, if they needed it that bad?
A link to Josh from the lab, and I said, they're offering you $10,000 or up to $20,000 to say what you know about Michael. And for some reason, he was inflamed. And I know he's listening right now.
Texted me last night and said people are offering me money to give up where he's at.
Well, I saw somebody offered you $10,000. He goes, they're offering money to tell me where he's at.
Yeah, that's what they were offered for, not to have a fucking interview.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was for because I was switching back and forth between that and
Texted me last night and said people are offering me money to give up where he's at.
Well, I saw somebody offered you $10,000. I didn't know what it was for because I was switching back and forth between that and keeping up with my friend Trev's channel. So I didn't even know what they were offering money for. If somebody offered me,
it wasn't dumb. Like it wasn't obvious. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. Why in the world would somebody offer that much money just for me going on the show? Really? I mean, put two and two together, Brooks. It's not.
There's some people on job. And then I
the frustration of dealing with you on some level. I never gave you my PO.
Right. Yeah.
All right, here's
there's
the other
no
phone
way.
call. Here it is.
Yeah, he's said too much, got too cocky, in my opinion, too full of himself that he was going to convince the world that, you know, he had nothing to do with anything.
Yep. Boom. Purple just took the words right out of my mouth, baby. Right there.
Well said.
He got way too fucking cocky, thinking he was going to come on here and prove everybody wrong and clear his name and prove everybody wrong. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Made yourself look shit.
Yeah, this is when he told me I'm an enemy.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? I didn't doubt you.
No, you did though, Brooks. Absolutely did. Don't even try to deny it. You haven't talked to my PO, Brooks, and don't even lie about that because I literally just talked to my PO. I'm not stupid, Brooks. You're not smooth. You're not law enforcement. My PO's not dumb enough to talk to YouTube podcasters, okay? Don't even pull that shit. I don't appreciate you lying to me. I never gave you my PO's number. That's a lie. I went through all of my text messages. That's a lie because I never sent you her phone number, Brooks. I've never given it to you. I'm not going to give it to you. So don't even lie. And her cell phone number is what I have. And don't even think you're going to find her cell phone number on the internet. So quit fucking lying. You have no need to lie. I've never lied to you. I've never done you wrong. I've never treated you like shit like you're treating me.
Okay, so
you have lied to me for no fucking reason. No reason at all.
Let me tell you something right now.
You don't gotta lie. You don't lie. You don't have to lie to cover your shit. Okay?
Now, what do y'all think about Stacy Wondra?
I'm on mute.
Does he sound like the same person in the other interviews?
Hell the fuck no.
That's our poll. Does this sound like the same guy in the other interviews? He's too cocky, and man, I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, something ain't fucking right, man. Uh-oh, whoever Jennifer is, she said, well, he's single now. What the fuck? Was he dating somebody? What the fuck?
Oh, it stays that way.
Who would fucking date that?
You don't think I understand what you're trying to do? You've got me completely fucked up. Don't call me a liar. Don't tell me I've missed the last two drug tests. I guarantee you I haven't.
No, I never talked to his parole officer. He gave me a phony phone number, and I called this phone number, but it is information. He did not show up for the last 2 drug tests. But I mean, this is how my marriage counselor and boyfriend treats me.
Not the lie to cover your shit. Okay? You don't think I understand what you're trying to do? You've got me completely fucked up. Don't call me a liar. Don't tell me I've missed the last 2 drug tests. I guarantee you I haven't.
I didn't say you. I didn't say you failed. I said you didn't show up.
No, that's a lie too, Brooks. Don't even try that either. You're not as smooth as you think you are, okay? Listen, I'm the one that's on probation. I'm the one that has to attend my meetings with my PO. I'm the one that has to go do my drug testing. You're not. Don't act like you know how the drug tests work, because you're never going to understand it. Because in some fucking way, shape, or form, you're too oblivious to it to understand. Okay?
It's not hard to understand.
I'm literally getting sick and tired of having to repeat myself a million times with you. My standpoint on things, my frustration. I shouldn't have to fucking do that one bit. Okay? A friend is there to listen to me. A friend is there to understand a situation. A friend does not pressure somebody into talking. A friend does not sit there and call them a liar and lie about talking to their PO. A friend does not sit there and say that they missed the last 2 drug tests. They don't say that I didn't show up to my drug test, okay? You don't understand, Brooks, and you will never understand, because I don't have time, nor will I explain it to you. Because number one, you're not my mother, okay? You're a friend. I will not tolerate you lying to me like you did. At all. No reason for it. You're not smooth by any means. Don't even try to be smooth, okay?
Are you saying that you're smooth? That's projection right there. He's saying he's too smooth. This is what it really is.
You don't think that my PO would tell me if she got a weird phone call from a fucking podcaster? You're ridiculous. Okay? My PO literally just told me over the phone that she has never received a phone call from a gal named Brooks or any podcaster. And by law, my PO is legally obligated to abide by privacy law. She would never disclose any information about me. She would never talk to anybody about me. Okay? Let's just lay that out there. So I would suggest you apologize to me for calling me a liar. I would suggest you apologize to me for making yourself look like a fucking fool. And I would suggest you apologize to me for lying to me. I'm not stupid, Brooks, okay? I do my research.
Well, I apologize.
You should. And I appreciate the apology, but that does not mean you need to lie to me about stupid shit. Quit trying to act like you know everything, Brooks, because you don't.
Imagine him and Sarah fighting.
Hell so no.
Wow.
And quite frankly, I can understand why you and Greg had arguments a lot. No offense, but I kind of side with him in things. I can understand, only imagine the frustration of dealing
Gaslighting.
with you on some levels.
Okay, so he's always trying to get into the middle of my marriage for some reason.
Yeah.
He's always like, I need to talk to your husband. I want to be your marriage counselor. For some reason, you don't want to be with him. You want to be with me. And I'm like,
Original.
I mean, you heard that earlier when I said, yeah. I'm like, you did tell my husband that,
Right.
you felt bad. I have feelings for you.
Yeah, I heard that earlier. Wow.
And I felt bad, for old DT driver, my husband Greg. He's like, yeah, dude. I think we're good. He's like, well, I can be your marriage counselor and I can talk to excuse me. I can talk to you too. And yeah, it's something totally nuts here.
Yeah. He's
I hear Coco.
I understand why you and Greg have arguments a lot. No offense, but I kind of side with him in things. I can understand, only imagine the frustration of dealing with you on some levels. And thank God I told you you need to work things out with him.
I know. Okay, I'm trying. Okay, Stacey, I'm trying.
You need to try harder. Because you trying with me ain't gonna work. You don't gotta lie to me, Brooks. You don't ever have to lie to me. I've never.
He said, you trying with me isn't going to work. Do you honestly think I'm going to leave my husband and move into the shelter with Stacy?
Right. Like what?
Yeah, this dude needs to get his head out of his ass.
Yeah, that.
Try harder. Because you trying with me ain't gonna work. You don't gotta lie to me, Brooks. You don't ever have to lie to me. I've never fucking lied to you one bit. Not about anything. You don't gotta lie to cover up your fucking emotions. You don't gotta lie to think you're cool. Okay? You don't.
Okay. Now let's go through this right now. He says I have emotions for him. And he will say, you have emotions for me.
Wow. Yeah, I have emotions for him too, but they're not the way he would think.
Right.
Right. I plead the fifth. This is.
Let me see here. Olden one, thank you. Or is it golden one? Because it says old. OLDEN 1. So is it golden one, and is it just messing up, or is it olden one? Because I don't know what it's, unless it's glitching. Let me see. Either way, I appreciate it. Thank you for the $2 super sticker.
This is the true Stacy Wondra right here, not who he tried to act like he was when he was in front of a bunch of people.
I mean, could you keep a straight face when Stacy Wondra says to you, you don't have to hide your emotions for me? And I'm like, I've got emotions. I do, but they're not the ones you're thinking of.
Right. Only if you really knew, buddy.
You really didn't think I'd find out if you talked to my PO? Come on. Be realistic, Brooks. You're not smooth. Not one bit. Okay? Not at all.
Okay, you're right.
Okay? Like, you promised me you would help me out on Monday, Brooks. You promised me. I have yet to see anything follow through on your end of things with helping me today. I literally asked for hardly anything from you. You sent me a total of $70 in total. You sent me 50 one time and 20 the other day.
And he's right. We did send him $50 because he was in the hospital. We sent him $20 because he was at Jimmy John's and he was overextended on his lunch bill because.
No, why in the fuck is it her problem if he didn't? What? She sent him $20 because he was over on his lunch bill? Fuck no. Let me hear this again.
No one expects we sent him $20 because he was at Jimmy John's and he was overextended on his lunch bill.
What?
Because no one expects anyone to buy 3-foot-long subs and eat up one at the same time.
What?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
He ate 3 fucking
3?
ordered 3-foot-long fucking subs and ate them all at one time.
Damn.
And knowing damn well he didn't have the money to pay for him. Are you fucking serious?
$50
Your big
because
ass.
he was in the hospital. We sent him $20 because he was at Jimmy John's and he was overextended on his lunch bill because no one expects anyone to buy 3-foot-long subs and eat up one at the same time.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot.
And you literally said through a text that you would help me out on Monday. And you told me multiple times over the phone when I was freaking out the other day because I had no place to go. You said, I can help you on Monday. So the fact that you aren't following through on your word just gives me all the reason not to trust you when you say something.
Well, maybe we have a family.
Okay, Brooks, you have a family. You have kids that are growing up, Brooks. Your kids are out of the house. Again, this goes back to the whole lying situation, okay? If you truly were not going to help me, like you committed and said you were going to, fucking say it. I am tired of the runaround games, Brooke. I'm tired of them. I'm tired. Next one over, boss. A little bit over. Like, I'm tired of it. I've been lied to 90% of my life, Brooks, okay? I know when somebody's lying to me, and I know when somebody's being honest with me.
Oh, cut the shit.
Yeah.
All right, Boston, you got to head to bed, man.
Yeah, I got work at 7.
All right, Joe. I appreciate you hanging out, dude. Thank you.
So yeah. Mañana.
All right, we'll holler at you later. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Good night, guys.
I'm not stupid. Yeah, I'll be right back, boss.
Okay, so I mean, what about Valentine's Day coming up? We have grandchildren.
Okay. So why lie to me, Brooks? Why? Why? I was relying on you to follow through on your word. And yet again.
And there was no word. I'm like, if we come up with some extra money, we'll send you something. But that's it.
I'm like astounded that he expects her to fucking pay him or send him money or give him. What the fuck? That's some entitled ass bitch shit if I ever seen some. Who the fuck is he to demand money from her? What the fuck? I don't know what she's talking about. Grandchildren. I have no fucking idea, girl. I have no fucking idea. But what I'm saying though is, who the fuck is he to be like that though? I don't get it.
Here we go with the second lie. Second lie. Wow. That's pretty impressive on a short term. Haven't even known you for a couple months. And you already want to start off a friendship by lying? That's pretty impressive. That's a damn good thing. I didn't entertain being in a relationship.
Damn, and now he's being like, you see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? The fuck? Wow, motherfucker. Look, Justice Frost said he sent me a bill for the live he did with me through Cash App. Never, boo-boo. Justice said, fuck you. He sent him a fucking invoice through the Cash App. I'm fucking done, son. He said, shit, everybody's going to pay me. I'm going on YouTube and fucking everybody over. Said, I'm going to take the money and run. I'm going to tell a bunch of lies and fuck them all over.
Relationship with you and trying to rescue you. Damn good.
Trying to rescue me.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we bought him 7 sandwiches. And that's pretty much it.
I'm glad I didn't. No offense, but it just second lie. Wow. That's pretty impressive on a short term. Haven't even known you for a couple months. And you already want to start off a friendship by lying? That's pretty.
Nope. He emailed me on January 7th with his phone number, and I called him on January 8th. That's.
And we're like January what? 23rd, 24th? Where the fuck? Where are we at here? 25th? So, okay. what's that? Basically 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, something like that. So they ain't known each other very long, you know.
That's not a couple months.
No.
Impressive. It's a damn good thing I didn't entertain being in a relationship with you and trying to rescue you. Damn.
He said, it's a damn good thing I didn't try to rescue you and be in a relationship with you. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, what? Wait, what? he said he was going to rescue her. Oh, what the fuck is going on right now?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, hang on. He's messaging me right now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's messaging her in real fucking time.
Why do I need to call you?
Damn good. I'm glad I didn't. No offense, but it just goes to show how big of a piece of shit you are sometimes. I'm just being blunt. Quit lying to me. You follow through on your word, you follow through on your word. You know, the one thing I learned about being in prison, the one biggest thing, was the only thing you have to live off of is your word. The only bond you have is your word. But you would know nothing about that because you've never been. All you do is focus on these stupid podcasts about true crime and do absolutely nothing besides gossip about people and try to solve something. Okay?
Oh my God. Look at Justin's comment on the bottom. Can you guys fucking see that? Look at that shit. Justin for all. Look.
And make money off of it.
He wanted $250. He wanted $250 for an interview. Y'all, $250 fucking dollars. He sent Justice for All a fucking Cash App for $250 for a fucking interview. For the interview he did. Can y'all fucking believe that? I can't even fucking believe what the fuck is going on.
Make money from people, donations. I get it. You're trying to make a living too. But don't sit there and lie to somebody who's genuinely trying to be a friend, who has dedicated time on the panel 3 different times. And not once did I ever ask for a payment, did I? Because I'm pretty sure if I asked for a payment, like Ollie, what's up, dude? Holy father. Huh? Oh my God. I gotta fight back, Rich.
Okay. So that's how that conversation went. Yeah.
In the meantime, I believe he starts messaging her like while she's up here on the fucking panel. Let me see if this is where he starts talking shit to her.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah, well.
Let's see if he answers. Hang on.
Oh, she's calling him. Okay.
I'm sure somebody will say.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Sleeping.
You're sleeping again?
It's just 10 o'clock and I don't feel good.
What's wrong?
I haven't been feeling good all day. I told you this 100 times. What do you need?
Nothing.
She calls him, fucks at him. What do you need? She's like, nothing.
I don't know what you want from me, Brooks. Like, I'm not.
Indy, come up here and talk shit with me.
I'm done with it. Like, you have no respect at all in a sense of respecting my boundaries or any level of boundary that I try to set. I'm not done with that. Sorry. Like, I've given you ample chances time and time again to respect my boundaries, and you just keep pushing me over the edge each and every day, going over my limits. I mean, you kind of did it to yourself, honestly. Like,
No, you're right. I've met.
What a fucking cocky little fuck.
Messed up this entire friendship.
you just don't know when to stop. Like, you're so stuck on this whole case that you just can't help yourself. You're uncontrollable.
No, and you're right. And that's my fault. And like you said, I'm not law enforcement. I'm not an attorney. I just know that Michael Vaughan is out there somewhere.
You're doing it again. Let me know when you want to call me and not have a conversation about this particular case.
Oh, what case?
Hi, you reached Dave Taxi.
Dang it. All right, I'll call you guys back in a second, okay?
Okay. Yes, my tongue is very, I think I bit it in half. Oh, that man. Just the way he talks. Like, are you serious? Like, oh, I just want to reach through this phone or this computer. Wow. Idaho is one pretty state. Yeah, somebody better have bail money. Like, who the fuck does he think he is? Little cocky son of a bitch. Like, you're the one that's, a suspect.
Okay, motherfucker, you cocky little son of a bitch. You're the one that's the fucking suspect, not everybody else. What the fuck? I mean, I don't know. Just the way he acts, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Hell no. Me and this dude wouldn't get along at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. Nope. A whole nope. It's a nopester for me. What's up, B?
What's up?
What up, B? What you think about this shit?
This shit's crazy. Oh my gosh.
She comes back up.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, Josh is up there. He comes up there. What's he got to say? Does he call him out?
Oh, you fast forwarded?
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I think that's crime sleuthing.
I see her crazy stuff up there.
And then Eve is in the chat, and they finally get Eve to come up.
Well, okay, and that's the one that doesn't like. She doesn't really. She thinks Tyler is guilty, right? Is that the one that?
Yeah.
She doesn't necessarily think the family's innocent, right? Is that what I'm getting from her? That's her
Yeah.
vibe. Okay. Yeah, now see, I think last time somebody said something about she was either against Brandy and Tyler or something, and she said no, she's not against them. But she said that she thinks that there's information that they're not telling or something like that, or she's something.
Yeah, she gives a couple, I guess, theories that she has. Josh does really good pointing out some evidence, like obviously what we've been told by law enforcement. They have 4 suspects and they named them.
Right.
And not the parents.
Exactly. I mean, and you know, that's really fucking important.
Yeah. Other than her opinion, you know.
Right.
But I know that's got to be very, very hurtful to the parents. And
Oh, I'm
sometimes you just need to
sure.
keep your opinion to yourself, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes it's better off, yeah, kept to yourself. But then again, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and you know, that's
Yeah.
we got people that come up here that disagree with us all the time. So
Yeah, I don't really know her, but she kind of sounds like Stacy, in my opinion.
I like
She kind of sounds like she don't give a fuck either. So,
oh, that Eve.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, and I don't really know her like that, but I do know that from what I've been told, she does not like Brandy and Tyler.
Yeah. Have you watched this yet?
No, I didn't. I fell asleep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's pretty
watched some of
good.
it and then I was out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I put it on to watch it and was out. So I missed a lot of it, all of it actually. So, all right, let's start it from here, right? Is she up here on this one? No, that's the crime sleuther. Let's see. When does she come up? Is this her?
I think so.
Damn, she got a whole ass full panel
Uh,
here. Let's see. There's Eve. Okay, so she does come up. So she comes up way back here then. No, she comes up right about here. Yeah.
That too. I this is the first time hearing that he said that I edited photos.
He sent me a bill for like $65. He was seen on the corner.
Then Justin made the mayonnaise comment.
All right, I'm gonna go back for a second here.
Okay.
Sweet Misery's channel. No, I had never heard of her.
So I knew of her because I knew her when she first was ever after she now to run away from home. Well, I there live. She's not
Formed to
through some of
and
this.
he offered to be there. Like, what's that makeup guy?
Crime sleuthing, hush it.
I was
start extremely high and then just keep going lower and lower until you know. But I don't think I'd ever get that low.
No,
no, it's just. Ugh.
I literally can't even think of anything to say because
If what you're saying is true, if Eve did tell Stacy to do that, that's one of the most despicable things I've ever heard.
Yeah. Because he's exploiting a missing child, and she's back in that.
Is Eve here? Is she here?
Oh, she was.
Would she come up? Can we ask her?
Yeah, we can drop the channel. She can
so
come up if she
Josh
wants to.
or Justin.
Oh, I'm
did
glad
anyone ever see
Josh
my
was
live
there.
where I
Bring
edited
her
it?
ass up. What's up?
Yeah, was that the one yesterday?
What's happening?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, I emailed Eve that to show her because she said if anybody knows if you can edit the date and time on
Yeah,
the
what
photo, let
the
me know.
hell?
And I did.
Oh,
She said, well, you can't edit the GPS. And I said, well, yeah, you can. You just click on open in maps in the
Let's
photo,
come back up.
edit it, save it, and it updates on the photo. The
Yes, you can edit all those. That girl was telling us when I popped that up, she's like, "But you can edit those. You can edit your location and everything."
Mm-hmm.
Brooke said he said she told him to say he was interrogated into tears and say he lied about the tip.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So like it's a false confession.
Well,
I think
that's
what
he said on
happened was
Justin's
he was
channel.
trying to make a deal, and Michael ended up not being in the yard because they had moved him while he was in jail, and now he's effed.
Exactly.
Justin, isn't that what he said on your panel? That he was forced into tears. That he just said.
Yeah, that's
that.
exactly what he said.
So why would you say that? And then the dogs hit on it. Thank you.
Well,
because there's no good way, even saying that he lied, like that might be the best possible way for him to try to explain why he would say that, but it's still not good. It's still a shitty explanation. It's still stupid, and it doesn't make any sense. So, but anything else, like they think by saying something like,
Dude, I gotta agree with his ass for real.
Yeah, because I mean, it turned out to be true, so it really wasn't a false tip, dude.
Right. And I think that is how it happened. Is he, you know what I'm saying? They supposedly that's where he was at, you know what I mean? And then when he tried to cut a deal first.
Oh yeah, he surely did, because he said they offered him 15 plus 7. They did offer him a deal, he said.
See,
like that, okay, maybe somebody will feel sorry for me that I said that there was a kid that we buried a kid in the backyard. Michael, we buried him in the backyard, but I'll just say I lied about it. People, come on. And I don't want to hear about this false confession bullshit anymore, because as people say, yeah, those things happen. Okay, maybe they do. And on a very occasional basis, I'll say, sure. But the fact of the matter is, whatever he said to law enforcement, it synced up with what those certified LE dogs smell.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about sewage. I don't want to hear about, they're trained to smell human decomposition. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just crazy to think that, oh yeah, I made that up. And if Eve gave him that advice, well, you just got more bad advice.
Well, they don't just go into a yard and, do all that equipment and everything. And just because Stacy said there's a body in the backyard, there has to be, corroborating, checks with the dogs. And I'm sure, the ground.
all the same shit we said.
Exactly.
All the same shit we fucking said. There has to be some corroborating, you know what I'm saying? Something. They're not just going to go digging up the yard with all that equipment and all that just because he said.
Hell no, it costs too much money to move one of them, just one piece of them.
Just because you were cornered and you were crying. Get the fuck out of here. That's some bullshit if I ever fucking heard some.
Penetrating all of that. And not to mention, he was seen on the corner of Arizona and 8th Street right around the time Monkey went missing, right?
Okay.
You guys notice, you two, did you notice that when he claimed that they showed him a video of himself at that corner of 8th and Arizona, putting power steering fluid into his truck, he did not offer you a timestamp?
Well, he didn't offer a timestamp, but what he did say, I said, so about the time that Michael was missing, that's what you were doing. And he said,
yeah.
Then how would he know, though?
Because he did it.
They showed him. Well, they showed him too. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
They know what time it was.
They actually, I don't think that they would have shown him that. Do you?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. They'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
Right.
Why are you not
explain
doing
this?
what you said you were doing?
Okay.
And no, Eve, you weren't summoned. I was just asking if that was true or not. I mean, you obviously have.
Sorry, my dog's snoring.
To defend yourself or whatever. I'm just asking if the guy is claiming that you told him that. I mean, I would think that even she would admit that that's a problem.
I want somebody to explain to me, and the whole thing about the photo editing times and stuff comes to mind on this one. It's the screenshot that he shows of that little drop on the map, right, at 9:56 p.m. He told you guys that it was he was home 25 minutes later.
Yeah.
And Justin, I believe, said, okay, so 10:15, 10:20, right?
Correct.
But if you drop...
Right. Okay, Green Eyes says the press hearing said they found evidence to say Michael is deceased.
Yep.
Yourself, that is that same point. It's actually a 50-minute drive, 51 minutes from that spot.
Oh, interesting. I didn't check that.
Uh-huh. I thought he was going slower than normal, not twice as fast.
Joke.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so it's these little nuggets that always proves the case. You know what I mean? It's this and this and this doesn't align. There's your suspects, right?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand how people can't see it. I mean, it's clear as day.
I mean,
it's clear as day up to us, and law enforcement has so much more.
I didn't know he was still going on, but I just recently, I know that she was pissed after the interview, that somebody told me that she was pissed after the interview Justin and I did. Not that I care, but.
Damn, look at that line right there. Level-headed says, Eve, did you or did you not give him 300 for an interview and coach him at Purple?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would be pissed too if I paid somebody $300 the day before and then he goes and makes a complete asshole out of himself the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a problem too, E, because he could very well be lying about you. He is a very well-known liar, it appears. Said I wanted to do him, which is friggin' disgusting.
What the fuck? He said Josh wanted to do him?
Yeah.
What in the fuck? Oh my God. He better sit the fuck down with his big ugly ass.
He thinks everybody wants
I
him.
think
That must be part of a mental illness that he's got going on.
Did you
is
pay him? I
lying.
mean, did you pay the guy? I'm curious about that. I mean, of course you don't have to answer, but how unethical would that be?
He makes it clear that he wants money.
He asked me for money.
Oh yeah, he asks everybody for money.
Did he ask you too?
Oh, absolutely.
He never stopped. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, he told Brooks apparently that he was mad that he hasn't made much money off of this.
Oh my
You're just
God.
faking no, I did
That's
not
what she
coach
said.
anyone. I didn't send $300. Okay.
That should be another damn
Look, I'm
charge right there.
just that's what he said.
Creating relationships.
Did he really send you a bill, Justin?
Yeah, he did. He did send me a bill.
How much was it?
Oh my god.
How much was the bill?
Well, he told me if he comes on my panel again, he wants $250. But then
What?
he
That'll
sent
cover him for
me.
devil dogs in the day.
He sent.
He said he wants $250 if he ever comes on his panel again.
Damn.
Fuck out of here. Wing Zero gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the hive, baby. If you guys got one, please tell her thank you. $250. He said $250. Fuck out of here with that $250.
I think it was. I have to check on my Cash App, but he sent me a bill for like $65, something like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of the other way around. He couldn't pay me for an interview.
Yeah.
Right.
No way.
Look, I don't know. I mean, from what I understand, that Eve's major problem is that she thinks that Tyler and Brandy should have been watching Michael better. Is that the thing, or that they're just indirectly responsible for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to get over that because that's not a crime. What you're trying to say. I mean, little kids get out of fences and backyards and front doors when they're not supposed to all the time.
Oh, I mean, we had a big fenced-in backyard when my boys were little, and they would get out
on another window or something. Because
boys,
Actually,
you know, I'm sorry.
I'm not kidding either.
I mean, just goes out to him.
That alley. Not responsible for other people for what other people do to her.
Mhm.
Now, is it a good idea? No.
Yeah, Samantha has YouTube.
YouTube. You don't get to take somebody else because they're walking on a sidewalk or they're in a yard or something. You don't get to do that.
Absolutely not. It's your door lock of what happened. It's not. And
No.
The whole person we can accuse him guilty. Yeah, I guess there is.
They're
And
still
time will
guilty
tell.
of being shitty parents.
I'm trying to
but
forward
that's not the same as a little kid getting out of
forward through.
I saw it inside Don-
Eve comes on
Ridiculous.
panel, so we can see what she's talking about.
No.
to pretend that it is and to try and spin it that way is
Because she did an interview with him too, and supposedly, well, from what rumor has it, that's paid him $300, I guess, or some shit. I don't know if she did or if she didn't, but
is wrong. I don't care. Personal feelings aside. Look, people
I
would
think
say,
Josh
what
is
if Don is
speaking,
innocent? Then he's innocent.
taking him to church right
Then
now.
he's
Shit.
innocent.
He's speaking some fucking truth.
But that doesn't mean that he's not a shithole person.
Right.
That doesn't mean that he hasn't done a million things and said a million things that were wrong. And by the way, I've never directly accused him. I am suspicious of Don and Candace to the 10th degree, like a lot of people. Now, is there a possibility that they're not guilty? Yeah, I guess there is.
They're
And
still
time will
guilty
tell.
of being shitty parents.
Now we can debate all day about the Candace and Summerwell stuff and Dawn, and because there's a lot we don't see eye to eye on. I think if we sat down and talked, we probably would see eye to eye on some other stuff. You know what I mean? But there's a lot we don't see eye to eye on.
Oh man, yeah, and that's not the same as a little kid getting out of a fence.
Me and the
You and
lab.
Josh.
Yeah.
I saw inside Don and Candace's house.
Oh my God, we've seen the behavior of Don and Candace.
Oh,
There's
just the
no
behavior.
comparison. There's no comparison.
No, and it sucks that people want to. That they're
It's
completely
invalid.
different
It's
scenarios.
invalid. Just invalid. Sorry. Not sorry.
Completely different situations.
So we
And,
got-
okay.
I don't know who he said that to.
Okay, so Eve's up here on the panel, and she has a channel. She's the one that did an interview with Stacey as well. And so now they're saying that supposedly she paid him $300 for this interview. Don't know if she did or if she didn't, but this is her input on some of it.
This is the first time hearing that he said that I edited photos and that I coached him. I absolutely did not do that. And I would really like for the proof of this, if that's what he's saying. Like, who did he tell? When? because I have a right to defend myself, first of all.
Definitely.
And the receipts matter. Which
I
is
agree
what
with that.
That's all I'm wondering. Because
agree
there's
with
been a lot of lies tonight, and I would like to clear that up.
Look, you absolutely have the right to defend yourself. Look, taking anything that Stacy says right now with a grain of salt, I mean, he very well could have made that up, or maybe it never happened at all. I don't know. But I've heard this for a couple of days. I mean, $300 is steep for an interview that you're going to coach somebody. I'm not saying that you did that. I'm just saying that's what's
It
being
seems a little
alleged.
excessive, money-wise.
Well, I would never. I don't know why people think that I'm some horrible criminal assistant just because I have views and opinions. I mean, that is just ridiculous. And in my opinion, criminal in itself, I would never. So,
baby, it's YouTube. Shit, I get talked about and lied about all the fucking time. It's YouTube. You're
I
gonna
would
get hated on
never.
for your opinion, right? I would never.
Don't trust
Never.
anybody that says I would never.
I would never.
Excuse me for being a little egotistical, but it hurts my ego that people would think that.
I don't think it's actually criminal though, Eve, to have somebody lie to the public. That's not against the law. Now, ethically, it's wrong, but it's not against the law. Now, if you told them you need to lie to law enforcement, that's against the law.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, actually, I don't even know if it is. If you just say, hey, you should lie to them, giving him bad advice isn't against the law either. It's ultimately up to him.
And that is the entire conversation that we've ever had was, if you are saying that you were here or there, which is the contention, right? We all have a problem with the timeline. I have a problem with it. So it's really simple. You prove it or you don't. That's what I told him to do. He goes, I don't know how to do that. And I said, it's 2024. Your apps will track you. In 2021, your apps will track you. Do you have Google location services? Did you have an iPhone? I didn't coach him. I just told him, if you want to prove your innocence, all you got to do is prove where you were.
Well, that's all right.
You mean to tell me his lawyer hasn't thought of that? Your face.
Yeah,
Told him
and
that.
that's it.
I told him that.
But
That's
somehow
it.
that got spent into, this is how you show a fake location. Like, no way. He doesn't have his devices. They're with the police, I would assume.
Did I mean, do you?
I remember him saying that he was allowed to go back and pick up the devices, so he got him that.
Oh, I mean, he has a right to records even still.
Well,
You know,
it's your iCloud. Like, I mean,
Right.
that's what he accessed. Now,
Right.
I've heard that he had multiple devices. So, I mean, all I know is that if you look at the screenshots that he sent me, and I even showed it on my live where it was the message that he sent me. I screenshotted just the message with it inside of it. It's the same as the one that I showed outside of that, just the, the photo. Nothing's changed.
So, Eve, do you suspect Brandy and Tyler over these four?
No, I don't suspect anybody being more suspicious over the other at all. I'm just.
So you think they're all in on it?
I think that there is unknown information or something missing, and I've always said this. Someone isn't coming forward with everything, and maybe Peter Hyatt said it best: inattentive guilt. There was a case where a little girl.
Wait, is she saying let me back it up. Hold on. Is she saying that Tyler and Brandy aren't telling the truth? Is she saying they're not telling the full truth about what's going on or what happened? Is that what she just said? Or did I miss something? Did I hear it wrong?
That's how I'm taking it, because obviously we know the others aren't telling everything.
Right.
So, Larry, Curly, and Mo.
I'm gonna play this real quick.
Suspicious over the other at all. I'm just.
So you think they're all in on it?
I think that there is unknown information or something missing, and I've always said this. Someone isn't coming forward with everything, and maybe Peter Hyatt said it best: inattentive guilt. There was a case where a little girl was abducted, and the dad didn't want to fess up that he was under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and didn't. He was afraid.
Okay, so if you think that that's the case though with Tyler,
I don't. Hold on.
I mean, you're kind of insinuating it.
Let me just finish my thought.
All right.
I'm just saying inattentive guilt sometimes you'll try to sway a timeline, for instance, or whatever the case may be, that is preventing the truth from coming out. Now, have I ever publicly said that? That's how I feel? No, because I do try to be respectful, but things like, the live that is happening, slandering my name, lying on me, when I hear that.
Baby, that happens all the fucking time. It's YouTube. What the hell? She must not
Well,
be
if it's a lie, Stacy told it, so take it up with him. I mean,
all the time just for having an opinion. Sometimes I get a little cross, and I might say things that are out of character. But that's only because I'm being attacked for just simply having an opinion on what is being said by the parents themselves. That is not a crime either. And it shouldn't be something that is used against me when it doesn't fit the narrative or it hurts your feelings and your belief system of this entire case.
But I think that people's problem, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but I will speak for a lot of people in this chat, I would think, some of them at least. There's 4 suspects named by law enforcement. Brandy and Tyler aren't those 2, or aren't 2 of those. So what is it?
She lost
Excuse me?
connection. She's backstage, but it says there.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll just finish one up. Maybe she can still hear. I don't understand, though, what it is that we're trying to figure out here. I mean, maybe, yeah, of course, law enforcement probably haven't told us everything, but that doesn't, they're not implicated in this crime.
And being a suspect doesn't mean that you are, in fact, guilty. Now, in my heart of hearts, there is something wrong here. And as we have all stated on this platform, we are not detectives. We don't know the entire situation. And I'm not trying to play detective.
So what bothers you about that, Eve? Like what is it that you feel something is off?
What do I feel about what the parents?
So seems to me like she's pretty set on they had something to do with it, or they're not. Not that they had something to do with it, but they're not telling the full truth.
She says something's off. I don't know if she goes into detail. I don't quite remember. Maybe I fell asleep too. I'm trying to remember now that I don't think I finished it either.
All right, here, let's see. Our poll says, "Do you think YouTubers should pay for interviews? Do y'all think YouTubers should pay for interviews, or pay the family for interviews, or for, you know what I'm saying? People like Stacy, Sarah, have to pay for interviews." Go vote on the poll. Let us know.
Specifically?
Well, I mean, just about the case in general. You said you feel like something is off.
Well, because a year later, JD Huff states, we are still trying to figure out the timeline leading up to his disappearance, the day of. And after a year, you would assume that working with whoever you could to figure out what happened that day so that the detectives can help find your child and then come and speak out, etc. We slap around Don and Candace all day. They deserve it.
That's different.
They deserve
That's
it. But
different.
didn't you all want Candace to speak out more and do more and search more and all of these things? Well, it goes for anybody in a missing child.
How many times has Candace stood next to law enforcement during a press conference? How many times has she been briefed? Oh, no, it absolutely means something.
How many guilty parents have stayed by a
it means
cop?
nothing. That is not true.
Okay, I see now. Like I said, we differ on that, because I mean that doesn't mean shit.
No.
That
Hold
is
on.
just crazy.
Okay, hold on. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Listen to me. How many guilty? Listen, and I'm not saying that this is what's going on. This is just truth. How many guilty parents have stood by law enforcement, and then all of a sudden it comes out that they had something to do with it? I mean, you can't just assume that is the facts.
I don't think they can. I don't think
it only matters when charges are brought.
How many times?
That is a good point.
Okay, Eve,
but
how many times have there been persons of interest, 4 of them, who can't account for their own whereabouts? They're leaving town while a little kid is missing, talking about some bullshit, going 40 minutes away to do laundry at a house while a little boy is missing in their neighborhood, and they're named as suspects because they can't get their shit together. One of them tells detectives that that Michael's in the backyard, cadaver dogs hit, and you suspect the parents still?
I'm not saying that. What I am saying and what I cover is what has been
dropped a bomb on them.
And you tow a car at nighttime with a tow strap.
That's
for
broke.
the first
You
time.
tied together.
Yeah, and she's driving because she wants to learn how to tow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Said and what has been put out there. I don't make things up and then, like, for instance, I don't say the duffel bag must be so important. Was Michael in there? I don't go off of the wild, crazy theories unless there's something out there that states
I certainly don't think that
he could potentially have been in there or DNA is in, I don't go off of wild
Well, excuse me for saying this, and I know it's going to sound really. But look at what Letitia did to Gannon. He was put in a suitcase and dumped over on the highway. You know what I mean? So they very well could have put him in that duffel bag or put him in a something and moved him.
Theories like that. I just cover what was said by the horse's mouths, you know? And because, hold on real quick. But because it is not what people want to believe, want me to believe, or be sold on, that is just absurd to me. It's like, why even have freedom of speech? Why even have an opinion at all? And I should never have to deal with the backlash that I'm getting and the threats, level-headed, threatening my child to be exposed to predators online because I have an opinion. I never asked Brandy. I never. Oh, it did. I can show the receipts if you'd like.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Purple knows.
All right.
Purple knows. And she said,
Yeah, that's not fucking cool. That's not
No.
fucking cool at all.
not my business. He's his own person.
Purple
And
knows
still,
what? Purple ain't seen shit. So don't
you
even
know
try to
what I'm
implicate
talking
me
about.
in the goddamn thing.
Asked her a couple times, and just that you showed on your live that says it's the nighttime one with the pin drop one, timestamp 9:56 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is that one of the photos that you helped him recover? By helping him get back into his email or whatever?
I didn't help him get back into anything. I just told him that if you want to prove where you were in all of those things, you'll have to find it. And I said, I don't know what you have. So hold on. I got to get the rest of this out. And so he was thinking, I really don't know how to do that. And I said, well, if I were in this predicament, I would go and try to find something that solidifies where I was. And the only thing that I know is my phone, because I have it on me 24/7. And, you know, I have location services enabled. It just makes sense that a picture that I took or whatever, I don't know what he had. So I just told him that's where you're going to have to find it.
Wait, I want to stick to just the question because I'm working up to a point here. Okay. So, but after you gave him all this information to assist him in some way with, he got back into his email somehow. And you say he was able to recover certain photos and he sent those to you. And that was amongst them, right?
He said that he got into the iCloud or the cloud, whatever that, if it was an iPhone, I'm not sure. But he said that he accessed that, and then that's where he got the location data because he shared.
And nobody could help him do that.
Sarah, meaning that, you know, when he shared those.
In 3 years.
Yeah.
Until Eve. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty weird.
The data of where he was shows up. You can't edit a photo shared from your phone if you share it with someone. That is not, you can't
Eve,
edit it.
would you have done that for Brandy?
Not from
Brandy
your
or
camera
Tyler?
roll. No.
Eve, would you have done that for Brandy or Tyler?
What do you mean?
Would you have helped them like that? Given that advice?
Absolutely. That's what Twitter tried to do. That's what people were doing before I ever came on board.
All right.
So
hey, Eve, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you one question?
Hold on. Let Crime Sleuth finish your point, please.
Ask a question.
Sorry.
I mean, that's an honest question. Wing Zero gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Wing. I appreciate that love. Thank you for supporting the Hive, baby. If you guys get one, please make sure you tell her thank you. Shaking the bushes. We're getting close to 1,200, baby.
I'm trying to get somewhere with this so that I have an understanding of what the hell happened. Okay. I know that he currently has an Android, correct?
I think so.
I've heard him say that.
I think
how
so.
How was he able to get into his iCloud from his Android? Because he did say that he got into them from his phone.
He said that
I
he
personally
had.
know that you can't do that.
I don't really. I swear I don't know. All I know is that he said because he didn't have the device, it was from attached to an old phone or an old number or something. And he said that he has to text a person to get the code, but they never respond back. He wanted me to, and I didn't. And then I don't know. He just said, "Oh wait, I figured it out." So he goes in, and then that's where the photos came in. I didn't witness or see any part of how he got it. He just sent me what he had. That's it.
it is really hard. Like murder investigations remain unsolved for years because, iCloud or iPhone's locked. That's just really strange.
Hey, Eve, didn't you also say that Brandy and
Right.
Tyler failed a drug test?
I have no idea.
You don't know
I
if you
don't
said
know.
it, or you don't know if they did.
No, I'm asking Eve if it's true that she said.
I did not say that. Absolutely not. I don't even know anything about drug testing or what that's relating to. No, I have not said that.
Why would you slander Monkey's family for? And don't say you haven't done that because you have.
I mean, give me an example, and then we can work on that. But I'm not
Trying to paint a narrative that they're guilty and blaming them for their son going missing.
I never.
That happens all the fucking time on here. Candace and Don get blamed every single day by some creator, you know what I'm saying? Every single day. It happens to these families all the fucking time.
Never said. I said that there's more information that's probably being withheld or not fully said because, again, you guys weren't there in the Twitter days before it hit YouTube.
Twitter's not.
What does she mean?
It doesn't matter.
What is
She
she
keeps
talking about
saying
Twitter days before it hit YouTube? I don't know what she means by Twitter days before it hit YouTube.
Yeah, I've heard her mention that twice.
You don't know the full
It
spectrum
does
of
matter.
this. Then go do all of that research and all of those discussions and know all of those situations. And then you can ask those questions.
So you think you
because
know
we
more
don't
than
have
law
all day.
enforcement?
Absolutely not.
You
Well,
And
also
I've
said
never
Tyler
said that. I have
failed a lie
never said
detector
that.
test. You also said Tyler failed 2 lie detector tests.
That's from the words of Brandy to Chris Madonna.
No, Brandy didn't say that to Chris Madonna.
Josh, would you like to explain that?
I don't
Because that's
believe
true.
that she told him that he failed them.
The first one, he said he failed. And then Chris Madonna said, it's out there for the world to see, so you can go research it yourself. This was recorded
I'm
per
just going to
request
cut
of
in and
Brandy.
say I don't give a shit about parents with a missing child failing any kind of test, drug test, lie detector test. That's completely irrelevant in my opinion, because if you're under such stress and you don't know where your little boy
So is it
of course you're
relevant
gonna fail
that
the
he
test.
passed his, allegedly? Is it
Allegedly,
relevant?
if you believe him, you believe him.
So
Do you believe
why
him?
do we pick and choose who to believe and
Because he's a
what's
suspect,
relevant?
and he's sounds like he's telling lies in your name, and
He
you're
is
still
a liar.
defending him.
He's definitely a liar. I'm just
Okay,
looking
well
because I
then,
don't care.
What my
I put
point
my feelings
is,
aside. I
whatever
don't care
the
about
it's not about
any of
feelings.
that.
you know what the
It
parents were
absolutely
going
is.
through.
But you were
Super
supporting
stressed.
Stacey on your channel. It's out there for everyone
I'm
to
not
see.
supporting Stacey
You were
as a human
supporting him. Yes,
being,
ma'am,
though.
you were.
I
He
love
told
that
him
you
you
guys
believed
know
him,
me
and
so
that
well.
kind of
So
bothered me.
hold up. If I'm on try.
Well, see, I
I
don't
don't know
know
who
about
that is.
I don't know about supporting Stacy, but she did have him on for interviews. But then again, so did 5 other fucking people. So, I mean, you gonna keep it fair? You got to keep it fair across the board. Fuck everybody. I mean, Brooks has been talking to him for 3 fucking weeks now. So, I mean, other creators have been talking to the same motherfucker for weeks now. You know what I'm saying? You gonna talk shit to one, you gotta talk shit to all, because they all had communications with him.
Here for supporting someone. I'm supporting truth or what is being portrayed. I'm not saying one way or the other about
I get
guilt
that,
or
Eve.
innocence.
I want you to know I understand that because I've gotten a lot of shit
So
on
what's the
my
problem?
channel for refusing to convict Brian Koberger before he goes to trial. However, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what happened there, right? But I'm not going to come out and just convict him before trial. We can have our thoughts and feelings, but sometimes it's probably better just to keep that to yourself and hang on to it.
No,
till there's a
see, that's
trial.
where I
It
disagree.
really is just respect.
No, that's called
Respect.
silencing someone, and that is against your right as
Eve,
a person.
I have a question.
I just think do you actually believe Stacy when he told you that he passed the lie detector test and the other ones did not?
No.
You believe that?
And it doesn't matter if I do believe it or not. The point is that that's what he is saying. The fact is that that's what he's saying. I'm not saying it's true or not. I don't know. I wasn't there.
And he's also
Well,
a
I
suspect.
just have a little bitty channel. To
Suspects
7,000
can be
people.
cleared, and clear people
I'm
can be
still
suspects. They're just PR
super
terms.
careful
They're not
of
PR
what I put
terms.
out there.
They
I
are
just- I
PR
couldn't
terms
imagine.
from the police officer's mouth. He told
They're
me
not
this.
PR.
Listen to them arguing back and forth.
He's now an attorney. We can get him on board.
You have to have You think that they're just going to go around calling people suspects for PR?
That's
And
what
not
it
calling
is.
others suspects for PR? You think that they're withholding calling Brandy and Tyler suspects for PR purposes?
It's investigative tactics. You can ask Chris if you'd like.
I don't
I'm
want to
not.
ask Chris.
I'm
asking
not.
you.
And I'm telling you.
Not
Before I
Chris.
made that conclusion, I have researched. I have asked people. I don't always come out and
You researched Twitter.
No, I didn't. Just research Twitter. You guys
Give
think
us
that
some
I'm a
other
trauma
research
drama asshole
areas.
that came out of the ground and didn't know my ass
I
from
don't
my
think
elbow.
that. I just don't understand. I just don't understand, like, this far into the investigation, how you're still banging this drum going, well, we don't know everything. Suspects aren't suspects, and people who aren't cleared. I mean, that it just seems, are you going to be upset? Are you upset because you're going to be wrong?
Absolutely not. I think you guys do not even watch enough of me to hear what I actually say. But
Dave, I've watched you for a while.
You've pinpointed the things that make you upset or make you question my motives. The fact of the matter is that I'm reviewing what was said, speculating and saying, hey, I'm speculating on this and this is my opinion. What is the problem and why is it such a big point of contention for everyone on panel right now?
I want to know
That's
what
my
your
question.
issue is. What makes you think that they're not telling the whole truth, that Brandy or Tyler aren't speaking the truth? Tell me what makes you believe that, because apparently FBI doesn't believe that, and I'm pretty sure they're way better at investigating than you are.
And when you try to question the parents, do you not think that Tyler hates himself every day for letting Monkey get out of his sight? We all have done that with our children. We've all done that with our children. It's easily done.
I am sure of that. However,
And Brandy was at work that day.
Would it surprise you that three other people, have come out and said that they've had to come and help with Monkey because somebody was asleep and someone called and said they were worried? See, nobody wants to hear that because now I'm the bad guy. See, what does that have to do with it?
That has nothing to do with it.
See, I guess.
Well,
you abducted then when that happened? Was that?
She sound like
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
sounds familiar to me. Her voice. I don't know if I want to say.
So it takes an abduction to be
criminal? Yeah, it does.
on multiple occasions. That's okay for y'all?
Oh my
That's
God,
okay.
parents sometimes.
Why would you take someone's word for that anyway?
This is offense many a times.
Okay, so this
Many
isn't
times.
about. So this is you just don't like Brandy and Tyler.
No. You
Yes,
just
that's
want
what
me
it
to.
is.
No.
That's
You just don't
exactly
want to
what it
listen
is.
to the
That's
facts.
exactly what it
You
is.
don't want to listen to the full story because sometimes it takes more than just what you assume. And if there's people that are close to the family who are being ostracized, getting their tires slashed for having an opinion, locals.
Did you try to contact Monkey's sister? Did you actually do that?
Absolutely not. Matter of fact, I hear that was Krusty, Brandy's bestie at one point. Why don't you go ask her?
Why don't you tell us
all of those things?
Hey, Eve, I have a
Allegedly.
question on one of your recent lives because I just recently came across your channel, didn't know anything about you at all, and I saw one of your lives and it made me go, huh? Whoa. You said that you believe that the abduction actually happened far earlier because you had information that his sister, when she got home, which could have been, I think you said 3:30, 4, or something right after 4, stated that she never saw him after she came home from school.
She has said this
Can you
on the
explain that?
live. Yeah, she has said this on Purple Phoenix's own live. I think once or
You
twice.
went missing sooner.
But you got from that
So we just ignore that then.
because she didn't.
We ignore the brother's TikTok saying, I think
Well,
five.
so what do you want to happen from that, Eve? You want them to go to prison for 20 years?
Who?
Well,
What if the little
whoever?
whoever's guilty of taking Michael
you're just
away
saying-
from
but you're
his
saying-
life? Yeah.
No, but you're saying, okay, we were just going to ignore that. Okay, say we don't ignore that. What do you want done for that? What do you want done to Tyler? What do you want done to Brandy? What is it that you want their culpability to be? What is it that you think that
Michael
because
missing
somebody
enough,
took Michael
Eve?
that it's their fault?
No, I just look, the police and
Their
the
baby's
FBI
gone.
and all. I know and I understand that, and I do hurt for the family. I do.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to make her feel like shit for having a different opinion. But then again, some of the shit she's saying, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I do not.
Trying
Yes,
to be
and don't question me on that
open-minded.
because I'm telling you
I'm
the
trying
truth.
to be open-minded, but it is hard.
Then you can't prove otherwise.
Well,
Just
I mean,
because
it's
it's
a
opinion.
fair question.
I understand how you came to that conclusion. I really am, because just because child A doesn't see child B when they get home, that doesn't mean the child's already gone. He could have been out in the back. He could have been in the shed. He could have been in his room. He could have been in the bathroom. We don't know where he was at that time or that he was actually gone.
But the evidence doesn't point to.
Then why did Tyler have to ask Brandy was she asleep or not when she wasn't there?
How do you know Tyler said that to Brandy? How do you know
Do you
that
want me to play
to
it for
Brandy?
you? Do you want me to? No. Do you want me to play the recording for you?
Okay, but even if
We'll
he
go
did
there.
say that, Eve,
Please
what
do,
do you want
share
to
with me.
happen from that?
Hang on, I got something I want y'all to
What?
answer.
Is that a chargeable crime?
No, but why would you skim over that like it's nothing?
Because there's
That's
nothing that
willful
can be
ignorance
done about
at
it.
that. You were being ignorant at that point.
All right.
Absolutely
and
not.
Selectively wanting certain things to come out.
J.D. Huff has stated
want
time
them
and
to be
again, the parents
100%
are
clear.
cleared.
Then clear
What
them.
part of that
They
do
are
you not understand? The parents are cleared.
Show me where that was
Okay,
said.
guys, stop for a second.
Show me where that was said.
J.D.
It
Huff
doesn't
said it in
matter
the.
if it's cooperating. People could
J.D. Huff
cooperate.
is on camera, lady, saying that.
Eve, why do you want them to be guilty? And what do you want
I
to
don't.
convict them of?
I don't want them to be guilty because that
And
would
what
be
drugs do
heartbreaking.
you allude that they were doing? Please
Okay,
explain.
so you're pushing
Can you all
information
please mute?
out.
Purple asked to listen to this clip, please.
This is not, by the way, this is not. What's going on?
Yeah, this shit. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, it seems like she's already pretty much made her mind up about Brandy and Tyler. This is the first time I've ever really listened to her.
I can't hear what's playing.
So it says the first one, they said he failed. The second one, they said they would never ask him to do it again. So that doesn't mean he failed 2 times.
Yeah, that probably means that
she
he broke down
said-
in an emotional fit and couldn't handle it. You know, his nerves just couldn't handle it.
She
That's what
said,
I'm
this is
getting.
Brandy's words. Brandy said that when they asked him, did he take Michael? And she didn't really say exactly what it was. And really, it isn't anybody's business. But Chris Madonna was asking her this. And it was being recorded at the request of Brandy Neal.
Chris
So-
McDonough also stands in support of the parents. He was also working the case up there
Wonderful.
with J.D. Huff behind him.
Awesome. I think that's wonderful. And I support Chris Madonna in his work, even if he hates
I don't. That's not true.
Then why can't you just let that
No,
go?
it's not,
then?
Josh.
You
It's not
said
true.
so much shit about both of us. It's not even.
Doesn't matter. I still support.
Whatever.
I can separate
You don't
this.
talk shit about somebody and say you support them.
You don't
That
support-
sounds
you don't
crazy.
support
Then you've
him.
never been in a marriage.
You don't
Okay.
support him. You don't support me, and
I've
that's
been
fine. Nobody's
married
asking
quite
for
a
your
long
support.
time.
So then
But
why is it a contention? So why are we're wasting time?
we're asking you what is it that, okay, so Tyler asked, were you asleep? Oh my god, that's a 40-year prison sentence. No, it's not.
So the victimology,
You know what's a prison
right?
sentence
The
if somebody's stealing a
victimology that's
child.
always talked about. What is the statistic?
But I mean, if the police have already cleared them, why continue to keep going after them and saying shit about them? You know what I mean? The police have cleared both of them.
Nobody wants to hear that. I get it. It's annoying. But you were
That doesn't mean it's
willfully
not the case.
ignoring
But
things
if
to
anybody can
fit your
play
own
your
narrative.
channel, anybody can play where you are supporting Stacey, saying you're going to help him clear his name. That's a fact. Why would you try
Right,
to
yeah.
help someone who is accused of
How do
murdering?
you know
and
what my motives are, ma'am? Do you know me?
because I
Do you know
seen the
what
clip.
And
The words
it's
came out of your
YouTube,
mouth.
honey. It's YouTube. Michael is my number one thought.
No,
every
he's not.
day.
No, he's
So
not.
Eve,
Don't
I have a
lie.
question for you. Were you
You
made
can kindly
aware
stop
of,
talking to me, ma'am. You don't know me.
I know you're a liar.
Great. Next.
hey Eve, were you made aware that Brandy asked you specifically to please stop talking about Michael and the family in this case? Were you aware of that or not?
I mean, I've never received a call, an email, and nothing. I don't stalk Brandy, as it's been said before. I don't follow her around. People send me things when it's relevant. The only thing
Okay,
that
well,
I care
I
about is what it pertains to Michael, and if any of it
I understand that. I
could
understand.
potentially
Okay,
help find him.
that's
That's
great.
it.
But we have all heard her say that. So knowing that now, if somebody needs to find at some point that I'm telling you, and I don't even know you. You
So
know this, right?
why does she want to silence me? Because I have an opinion? That is not worthy.
Because
That
you're
is
cruel.
Not worthy.
All right, let's see if you guys can hear better now with this.
We're cruel to Candace and Dawn's guilty ass. We all know they're guilty. Do we
Roll
have to
that
slander
footage,
them every
Purple.
day?
What if I told you that we did get me and Stacey?
See, you see what I mean? Like you criticize the parents of one missing child while you're defending the parents of another one. I don't know, man.
Worked together to get screenshots with location data to prove where they were. And not one time could we ever get that from the father of the missing child who we are speaking on that failed his 2 polys where did you take Michael? Did you take him anywhere?
You don't have proof that he failed 2 polys.
No, none of us have proof of anything.
Well, that's clearly
ever.
you taking up. You're taking up for Stacy.
Eve, you said you didn't help him.
You were working with him.
I'm not taking up for Stacy.
You're taking up for
You
Stacy
just
over
said that
Tyler.
you guided him. You helped him.
Can you play that
I
again?
didn't guide
Play that
him.
little part again.
Please rewind that, Purple, and let her rehear herself.
No, it's really clear, and I
Yes,
stand by
it
what I
is.
just
So what
said.
do we
Absolutely stand by that.
Absolutely. Replay that, please.
From my
And
understanding,
can you turn it up purple?
because of Brandon,
I think it's as loud as I
he
can
had
hear.
come back when they came from Nampa. We don't really know the facts, the 100% facts. But what if I told you that we did get, me and Stacy worked together to get screenshots with location data to prove where they were.
Okay,
And not
well-
one time could we ever get that from the father of the missing child who we are speaking on that failed his 2 polys. Where did you take Michael? Did you take him anywhere?
Bam.
Eve, really?
What's wrong? What
Oh.
is?
Eve,
I'm
do
really
you have a mouse
confused.
in your pocket? Because you said we a whole bunch of freaking times.
Well, let me hold on
Yeah.
1 second. 1 second. Eve,
I
what
don't
if I
understand.
told you that I got him to admit that he stopped at 8th in Arizona and got out of his truck the time
Mhm.
where when Michael was missing? What if I told you that he admitted that to me?
I hope that you run to law enforcement, send it to them, and that if they're complicit and shown that they did something to Michael, please do
Did
so.
you hear him say that?
No, I haven't heard him say that to me.
He said it
But
to
I
me.
also,
Oh, I've got the timestamp.
okay, so
Hold
when
on.
did you get it recorded? Did you send it to law
It was on
enforcement?
a live. He said it on a live. Law
He said
enforcement
that
has
he
it.
Well,
was
I
there
don't
between.
watch all of you, so.
Well, that's
Remember
great,
that
but you were
live
still
He
talking
said
about
on
us
your
the other
show.
night. You were talking about me the other night. You were pissed off that I asked him a question. Didn't Sarah want a baby? And you were mad
Why
that I
is
asked
that
him that
relevant,
question. Why do
though?
you give a shit if I ask that question? What do you mean?
Because it's wasting time.
And
it's
the
going
things
to-
that you say aren't wasting
It's
time,
going
Eve?
to enrage the dude, and you're going to fuck it up. And now he's not talking at all. Great
Good.
job.
He sucks.
Now he's a
No,
rager.
he's still talking. He's still talking. He's just okay.
He's
On the
lying.
live, he stated that they left between 6:30 and 7, and then stopped right there at 8th in Arizona.
And you want
He said like
Tyler.
3 other times. He said,
Yeah, he's a lying sack of shit.
5:30. Right. I'm not disagreeing with you.
But it
He
sounded
even
like that clip
told
that I just heard.
Dolly Vision. He told Dolly Vision that he was on the corner of 8th and Arizona Street on the dirt patch. And then on Justin for Justice turns around and says that it was 50, 60, 70, maybe 100 feet back away from that dirt area, which again, changing stories. He was on that corner. And when you're talking about the child that he saw, he changed his story about that child over and over again. Said that he was so far away, he couldn't really tell if it was a boy or girl. Then later on says it was a boy. Later on says that he was walking on the sidewalk. Later on says he was in a yard. Talks about it being a neighbor's yard. How would he even know if it was a neighbor's yard if he didn't know what child it was? Said the kid had dark hair and then turns around and can't even give a good description on what the child was wearing. And if he's standing
Tyler
or
didn't
even in
either.
a
He gave
yard,
the wrong boxer brief color.
he
It
couldn't
wasn't-
even say if the child was on a bicycle or a tricycle. And then he says, you know what? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. And then he says that he was only there putting in that power steering fluid for 30 seconds. But he remembered all of that shit just
I don't see
making
how
up
anybody-
a story.
I don't see how anybody could remember
I think it's weird
anything
that all the
except for the parent who was there. That's just me.
I'm wondering, why are you not mad that he's telling people you paid him $300 and that you helped him fabricate his interview?
Because I know the truth.
That
and
doesn't
I don't
piss you off?
exploit-
Have you ever given him
no,
money,
I don't
Eve?
exploit. I don't
Have you
exploit
ever given
that.
him money?
So the lady.
Exploit what?
Hold
Somebody
on,
lying
hold on.
about you?
Yeah, I don't care. I know
Oh,
the truth. Why
okay.
does it bother me?
Eve, have you ever given him money
Did
at
you
all?
pay him anything?
Justin, for all, did you ever give him money?
I did.
I'm asking you, Eve. I'm not asking Justin.
I'm
Justin's
asking
already
Justin.
said that no, he did
Well,
not.
you need to
Did-
answer the
did
question
you or
before
That's not
anybody else.
true. That's not true.
Okay, so the
You
answer
were
is yes.
asked
You gave him.
first,
Okay.
Eve.
So
fine.
hold on, I'll get there, and it's gonna be great. So remember that recording of some lady that
said, "I'm gonna
he was
get there,
staying
it's gonna
with,
be
and she
great."
was all up in arms about being lied to, etc. And that, I think it was from Nampa. Remember that recording? Yeah. So he had to get out of there because she was concerned. She calls a
What?
shelter, says that he's a pedophile. They don't even look into it and says, well, he can't stay there. That's what she did. So she's trying to get this guy out of there with no actual basis of that. So I had to help with that. He was
Of
an
course
inmate
you
or
did.
something. Well,
You helped
I was
him
on the
get
phone
his
listening to it all. I was on the phone listening because that's the call that I got. That's what I was brought into.
Be
And they were
careful with
like,
your answer, Eve, because you know what? I bet Stacey could show receipts on that $300.
good, please do.
Wait a minute, Eve. Was this before when he was staying with that lady and she made him leave? Is that when he went to the motel?
They were going to get him a motel, and I said no. The only reason why you can't go to that shelter is because she said that you were a pedophile. He is not listed as a pedophile. I called the shelter. Hold on. I called the shelter and told them the situation, and then they said, okay, that's fair. He is allowed to be in here. She actually did her job and checked, and he could stay there. So the guy found that out and said, we're taking the money back taking the hotel money back, but he had no way to get there. And to be honest with you, he shouldn't be at some rando's house. That doesn't sound safe to me for anybody.
But I don't
So
understand.
He's been 3 different places in the last 2 weeks.
I saw his interview.
So I paid for the trip to get to the shelter.
Damn, sounds like you're supporting him real good there.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Okay, what else did you?
So she did pay. So she did pay. Okay.
Pay for.
Hold up. The other part that I don't
sounds
get,
like
though,
a fishing expedition to make me look like this horrible creature.
I'm asking
and you can think
legitimate,
that,
honest questions, Eve. I'm trying to figure this out, and I have given you no hate or disrespect, have I?
A little bit.
I have only
I'm
asked
listening
you
to you.
legitimate questions. Okay. On January 8th, he was at this motel that he was living at. The very next day, he told her he got kicked out of the hotel, and then he was at the shelter. So was it January 8th or 9th when you helped him go to the shelter?
I don't know the exact
When
day. I'll
was
have
it?
to look at the messages. Whenever that whole thing
He wasn't
happened,
living at somebody's house at that time. He was living in a motel.
it was right after the third interview with Brooks, whatever that situation is.
So what is your agenda?
Well, he was
Eve?
in
What
one
is your
hotel,
agenda?
and then he went to one shelter, and then he went to a third shelter. He's been to the hotel and 2 different shelters. It's not just one shelter.
Well, I don't know about that part. I'm just talking
And I
about
know
this
he's getting
situation.
money through his Cash App that Brooks had set up right after he's showing that he just got a brand new tattoo on the forearm of his arm. And he's on these shows acting like he's so broke or wanting to get money from people.
Interesting. Okay.
So Eve,
That's on the Crime Lines and Lies show.
Okay.
Yeah. On one of those screenshots, the whole reason I was asking you about the screenshots, so that's one of them that he sent you that's timestamped 9:56 p.m. And he had the little dot on the GPS map, 9:56 p.m. He told Justin and Josh that he was home 25 minutes after that screenshot. That is what he told.
Damn, you guys see that? There's a super chat that comes in and says Hidden Plain Truth $4.99. You paid $300 for the interview, period. Show your text messages with him. Let's go.
However, if you drop your dot on Google Maps exactly where he did, it's a 51-minute drive. How does that prove anything? He couldn't possibly have gotten pulling a vehicle, mind you, with a strap, a 51-minute drive in 25 minutes. So he couldn't
having
even
to
gotten
drive
home.
way slower than.
Well, yeah, but he said the strap broke and he had to actually tie it in a knot.
Normal with that strap.
I can't tell you.
That doesn't.
I will sit here and tell you
that
the timeline is suspicious as shit. No, it doesn't. It doesn't prove that it was altered because look, you could see the Google attachment, or not the Google. It's actually not Google. I went back and looked, and it's Apple Maps. That is from the picture that he took and shared
Apple Maps and
with
Google
Sarah.
Maps would still be the same amount of time.
Yeah,
it can still all be edited.
I'm just saying they should go and look and search for all of those things. They already did. They haven't found Michael yet. So at this
I'm sure that
point
law
in
enforcement is
time,
fully aware of the actual times based on their devices. They took them for a while. They download them. They have all that.
So then what's the problem finding
who doesn't
Michael?
have all that? The problem is that he has apparently,
Because they
I will just
moved
come
him.
out and say it, made changes
Exactly, because
to
they
those
moved him.
items.
They moved
So
him.
why aren't the
Passed them over
cadaver
to you.
dogs? Why didn't the cadaver dogs trace that cadaver, the decomp scent, to wherever he is?
Well, because first of all, if he was moved, they're not going to be able just to trace him like that. What the hell? And I don't know who just did that, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was really sweet of you. Thank you, baby. Anyhow, y'all, it's like 2:30 in the morning and we've watched enough of this shit. I think we know what time it is, you know. We've seen enough of the bullshit. I will say that much. This, this right here was the last interview that, like, it's an older one. But I think it's a good one. This is what breaks my heart.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you're feeling about how it went and what type of information that they released, and how the investigation is going in your perspective?
I know there's a lot of stuff that they're working on that is new stuff that made me very hopeful that I'm not going to go into, but we both know that they're working tirelessly. So I always feel good when coming out of there. They work very hard.
And when you say hopeful, can you kind of explain what that means to you with these new leads, but what they're looking into?
We both tried to stay hopeful through the whole thing, but the things that are working on make me hopeful that we'll have answers eventually.
Now that's so sad, but you know what? That's what matters. That's mom and dad right there. That's Michael's mom and Michael's dad, and they want answers. They deserve answers. It's their baby boy that's missing and their baby boy that matters, and I think that's who's being lost in all this bullshit that this bullshit interview that these bullshit interviews that Stacy's doing. I don't know. It's got me feeling some type of way, y'all. Anyhow, this is who matters right here. Good night, y'all. I'll catch you on the flip side. We'll be live in the morning.